Hello and welcome to KJC eSports Updraft. My name is Gen and I'm here with the Dashing Dash. We are your shoutcasters for our quarterfinals of week 2 of our season 1 team. You guys get paid versus Fenix eSports.
Yeah, and this is going to be quite a different matchup like we did last week. Last week was a different set of teams. Now it's another different set of teams. So this is kind of a different situation, but still it's still something. So this is going to be between you guys get paid versus Phoenix Esports from Vietnam, and this would be something different. But what's not different though is that we still have their co-organizers Cyberfort and our official gaming chair Vertigear, and also giveaway sponsored by Coda Shop and Vertigear. Week 2 we have a giveaway of 520 US dollars worth of VP and 100 US dollars worth of VP, and a grand prize, or rather a grand giveaway, of one Vertigear gaming chair for people in Singapore.
All right, we've gotten a little upgrade from last year's KGC scrims, but of course, you can still look for scrims over at our Discord, !Discord to find out more. And don't forget to check out our socials as well, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our very own website to stay updated with the Valorant scene in SEA and maybe even more.
I'm kind of excited about this giveaway again because I want myself a Vertigear though. But still, no, let's talk about our teams. It's going to be you guys get paid from Malaysia and also Phoenix Esports from Vietnam. So our first map would be Haven with defenders on the side of YGGP. What do you think about this matchup that we're going for here again?
Well, it's gonna be Haven once more. We've seen Haven a lot in our
Yeah.
week 1, and we're back at it again in week 2. Remember,
Yeah.
these quarterfinals will all be 4 best of ones between 8 teams. So it's gonna be quite a ringer, kind of be grinding for both of them. There will not be a second chance for them for a map 2. It'll all be on map 1s. But then again, for our semifinals and of course the grand finals will be the best of 3s to go. Updraft, this is season 1, week 2. Every week, 100 USD winner takes all. Let's go ahead and check out the agent picks.
Yeah, most of the time, whenever you go to Haven, you're actually expecting that there's a lot of duels coming out on this map. So most likely, they're gonna be picking basically the same agents like what they do most of the time. They got the Jet, they got the Silva, probably a Chamber or any other Sentinels. But I think right now Chamber is up there. And also, yeah, kind of surprised that on the defender's side, we have Ishtar picking the Reyna.
Oh, okay. That is an interesting pick. They are missing a bit of a controller. It could be the Omen or the Astra. Remember, we just recently got the controller
Yeah,
update, so that's something to look forward to. Of course, in Haven, you need a lot of information. So we see here both Sovas and, of course, the Chambers. The new guy across the block is, again, in the new compositions as well. Taking control of that old Killjoy situation where you get the alarm bot, you leave it somewhere on the map. But instead, it's going to be the trademark for Chamber.
yeah, it's kind of surprising, right? That this new update that we have right now for the Brimstone, rather Brimstone Omen, just made it. It was made possible to use them right now. I mean, Azure is still great, but I think it's better to use the Brimstone or the Omen, especially if you're gonna go for the aggressive
Select
on your
your
composition.
agent.
Now, Phoenix going with the Brimstone on their side, so this is gonna go great. This is gonna go different, but I like the Steve Beacon so much right now, so I'm excited on how they're gonna play this.
And you said it right there. Brimstone and Omen has been picked up from the 2 different
Yeah.
teams as well. Of course, over on our attackers, it is the aggression that will be put up. The Brimstone new Stim Beacon update gives you 15% more move speed, so that makes it a lot easier for your rushes to end up on the
Yeah.
side. Vroom, vroom for the attackers. And of course, the Breach and the Jet combo. Classic for the attack. And the staple Chamber and Sova setup. Usually, it
Yeah.
used to be the Chamber not the Chamber, the Sova and Cypher setup, but there's a new Trapper that is the Chamber.
Yeah, that's why I mean Chamber just needs to put the one trademark onto one place, and that is gonna be enough for you to defend because Chamber slows down anyone who actually goes into the site, and also it does not disappear like Killjoy. So it's really great to have, especially that he's the most economic agent that we have right now in the game. That's why it's so easy for you to use him. And now with this game, it's gonna be another week. Another 4 set of teams are gonna get shredded down to 4 for them to get to the semifinals, and we're gonna be starting this first match.
5 seconds left on the clock. Round 1 is about to start, and our attackers are looking to make a lot of garage into the C, probably kind of strapped, but look at the defender's aggression. Cole coming out of the mid side, gets one, easily gets the dash away. The recon bot is there to scan him out, and Ishtar was there to give him cover, but the Ishtar falls thanks to Nikki, our Sova. That's the guy we will be calling him for.
Yeah, good thing YGGP got the first kill there, but Fenix still answer back with one more of themselves. But now, they're still hanging around mid. They're trying to get some info for themselves before they decide on what side to go for. But with this, A side might be their target. They got the info, they got the bait onto B. They forced the rotations already. So now that they're going here, another rotation being called by the members of YGGP. They know that this is going to be an A-side push. Here comes the flash, and here comes the push from their side. But now, they would be able to take one, but the side is taken already by themselves.
Yeah, and a beautiful play coming out from Nicky here. He's holding down the rotation. He's just stopped 3 of those members from being able to enter up this side, and this side gets an easy spike plant in, and now it's going to be a post-plant situation for our attackers. Of course, the defender still has the man advantage, and they're pushing up their luck already. Coming out of the hell, Litwan gets one on Blaze. Cold is there to trade him out, but Reiko's left alone now on the 1v1, and he wins it. 3K for him, and that is the first round going towards Fenix eSports.
Yeah, I can definitely say that Nicky was the MVP during that round. He was able to hold out 3 people on B, and that's why they were able to get a lot of time for themselves, making themselves comfortable. Yes, it was a 3v2, but Reiko made it possible just because they took their phase has been disrupted, and that was enough for them to get the win there. YGGP, I mean, it's still the second round. Yes, they're not gonna get guns, but still, it's still possible for them to turn this thing around after round 3.
Yeah, looks like the defenders, they've got a nice YGPP, good read on where the attackers would go, which is going to be the C side, where that's their gamble, and that's where they put the Marshal as well. Unfortunately, the Marshal will fall off, but he will be coming back very soon as they spot 2 of the attackers here over on the long side. There we go, beautiful headshot coming out from the Marshal. Immediately backs away because they're getting that read, they're getting the condition that C is going to be a little bit hard for the attackers to get the push on, especially you see Blazer with this shorty hiding inside the dark cover. If one of them just pushes up here, it's going to be very explosive for the defense.
Caution here.
They're giving a lot of noise here. They're giving a lot of info for them with Nicky. Rotations have already been called for YGJP. They don't know where to go. They're not getting enough info on B. That's why it's easy for the attackers to go whenever they want. Phoenix is just so confident. Garage, no traps whatsoever. So it's easy to breach. Nobody's defending. Nobody's highs on Garage. So three people are already here. They're making some noise. Might go for the push. Kendi onto the back. Was able to go in with a tailwind. What the headshot from Rexy. Was able to cancel him out. And Blaze is just going to go and push Lucy. And they were able to get the space that they need. But at least Nicky was able to get himself some very good cover right here. Left. But remember, the spike is on the hands of Blaze. So they're not going to be able to plant this yet.
Yeah, and look at this positioning right now. The attackers look like defenders. Flawless is about to get the back of Nicky. There we go. He's about to get Litwan as well, but Litwan gets the reaction in. He's 180s out and gets out the headhunter. Gets one more before he finally falls. Cold, of course, is there for the cover, and the defenders just won their eco.
Yeah, that was kind of scary for the side of Phoenix. Remember, they were the ones who won first round. Wasn't expecting them to lose this one. It's just because Cold was able to get the Marshal kill at the earlier stages, and that's why they were able to set the pace of the game. 4v5, not easy to win, and having the man advantage is really crucial in this game, especially at this level, and where everybody gets headshots anyway. Getting the man advantage is great. So now, with the utilities on their hands, slowly building up on their ultimates, Bad Boy almost getting that ultimate. So if ever they would be able to get the kill on him again, this would be great for YGGP.
Yeah, YGGP, they were just ecoed last round. Because of that, they got a lot of bank to work with. And a little bit of a red HP coming out from Sova there. He has to back up for Nicky, but remember, this is just the eco round that the attackers, Phoenix, have been forced onto. So they're just looking for some kind of damage to find, but maybe a win as well. Cold making a very aggressive push again in the middle side, looking for some information as well. We're not sure if Ken V might catch this, but he's about to get behind the 2, and he gets the 2 shots as well. Gets a tailwind out, he gets the evasion. Because of that, he gets a 3rd kill as well. Looking for a 4th, he gets it onto Litwan. This man is on the roll for the ace, but 3 HP left, and it's only Nguyen left alone. He will be falling to Blaze's Phantom, and what a round for YGGP.
Wow, Cole just made it work even with the Sheriff a while ago. What was that play coming in from him? And, I mean, getting that 4K onto mid, just because nobody was manning onto B already on the window, it was easy for him to push up. And because he heard the recon bolt, that was the timing that he needed, and nobody was able to hit him, though. That's why it was so easy for him to get it. I mean, Cole just played that so well. Now, he has the operator, rewarded for it with the ultimate. He didn't even need to use the Blade Storm a while ago, so yeah, that's a lot of wins for the members of YGGP.
Yeah, Cold Steel with such an amazing play out coming out. Tries go for the off peak. That's the operator show up as well. So now Ken V has spotted the operator. They know there's an operator being held, and it's on the A side, and immediately Cold backs off and moves to another side where Fenix might be pushing up. It will be Rexy. He's going to be alone on the side. Litwan will clear him up, and now that's an easy side take for Fenix eSports. They should be able to get the plant here.
Okay, able to get the plant. Space for themselves. They were able to deny Cold's operator buy, so they're just going to be running away from this. They don't have any more dark cover, so this is going to be an easy C-long push, or rather, C-long defend for their side. They need to push this. They need to find a way to breach this confidence that the members of Fenix has. But YGGP, 4 members, it's going to be hard for them to do.
Scanning ahead.
Recon Bolt's coming up. They should spot the rest of the members. They are pushed. Comes to Fenix Esports. They're pushing up the other side of the map where Garage is going to be. Will the defenders expect it? YGGP, here comes the ultimate. The Rolling Thunder. This stops the defuse. And this pretty much pushes up the enemies as well back off. And now it should be an easy cleanup for Fenix Esports. A flawless round coming out from them. 2-2. They equalize the score. Still, what a game we've got for tonight.
Yo, love the confidence of Fenix just taking over the side. They knew that they had an operator on the A side. They just needed that one info. Get that shot and run away. Skip that problem. Go to C side and was able to get it flawlessly. Not even giving in one kill on their side. Now, it's going to be back against the drawing board for YGGP. Nothing on their hands. They need to find ways to get back right there. They have the Blade Storm and Cold. C side might be going for the push again here for the side of Fenix.
Cover going out.
This is the power of having a jet and a chamber. 2 of the eco agents coming out. We've got the Tour de Force and the Blade Storm and Hold, so they don't even need to purchase any of these rifles. They will be playing with their ultimates. Remember, ultimates in Valorant are big game changers in the game. They really turn the tides when it comes to beyond use. Ishtar gets spotted by the Aljo here. The Blade backs off. They've got a bit of information from FC because he has been making a lot of noise with the shots as well. That's coming from Rexy, and now Cold getting a lot of shots of his own. That's the Blade Storm pretty much exhausted, and now they've known and they've gotten enough information that there has to be people in C and B. They look like they might even turn to A, but they're not sure where Pala is holding.
Okay, they have an operator going for the B push. They're trying to clear out all the sides. They were able to see Blaze a while ago onto B-Link, or rather C-Link. Now, they would be able to see him again. With Blaze coming in, with the smokes coming on their side, they would be able to get that. The slow came in. They have the Recon Bolts to work with. And now there is the ultimate. That is going to be the side taken all over by them. They were able to get the kill. Now, with the smokes, they're just going to be backing away.
That was a beautiful attack coming out from them. Pala's the man who'll be holding from the A-Link. He's going to be crossing really close to Nikki. Nikki comes out, unable to be flashing Pala out because of that smoke, so he will stay alive there. And with the Handhunter and 2 more shots with the Tour de Force, it will still be somewhat doable for these 2 teams, but unfortunately, Great Card does take him out. But Ishtar and Rexy comes out from the C-Link, brings out their own frags. Now they know there's only 1 person left. That's Nguyen. Nguyen will get the shot in. He might get a second, but Ishtar finally shuts him down. Gets the crouch, gets the Matrix in, gets the defuse, and it's going to be a clutch round for YGGP.
That could have been a great play for Fenix. They were able to get onto the side really fast, good use of the utilities, but because they weren't able to capitalize on their positioning, and also they have an operator on their side, they just needed one side, or rather one side from A-Link and C-Link that is defended by the operator, but because they weren't able to do that, that was easy enough for YGGP to turn things around. And now with this, they need to get themselves in the group. But what I like about this game is now they have both guns. So yeah, they're gonna go and work for this.
This is the big round for both these teams, but so far YGGP, they've been working out their half buys, their ecos, their force buys out so well so far. 2 of those rounds actually 1 out of the 3. So let's see, maybe the gun round will be much better for the Fenix Esports Gaming, but let's see if they will be able to enter up this side, because so far they've used up so many of their ults earlier. It's going to be a lot difficult to try and get in any of these sites.
Yeah, getting that there. Kenvi mid will be trying to get some info on B, but because they don't need, because they have the trademark anyway. Oh, wow, that was kind of scary. Pala almost getting the kill in the mid. Was able to get that again. Going for another push here on mid, which is I'm really curious about this for their side. Trying to get themselves some info, but because they were able to get the kill on C-Link, that was enough. They're going to back away, try to buy some time.
The spot as well, Pala from that trademark. He has to back away. He's been slowed down. They've made so much noise in the B side, but so far they've slowed down. They're changing up the pace. They're looking for more picks. They want to secure the round. They know it's a bad round for both these teams. Rex is the man holding out here. Recon Ball comes in, but immediately gets denied. So they know there's 1 person. Rex to the wrap. Ishtar does give him some cover and takes away Nguyen. So immediately he backs away, but unable to dismiss all the way out because the tailwind is there, catches him out, and now there's only operators left alive. Of course, Paula has a Vandal to trade up with, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 4 situation right now. The attackers are looking really good right now.
Yeah, honestly, Fenix is really great at doing this. They're really great at taking the side. They just need to work on their defense. They need to find ways to get that, but I think that is going to be an easy win for their side. Was able to get the headshot. And again, back to my point a while ago, it's really great for Fenix. Whenever they try to get the side, they take it flawlessly. But after that, the post plant, they just need to work on it, and maybe they could get more rounds against YGGP. YGGP, they need to work on their defense, especially on B. Every time they get a chance on getting any kills right there for their side, that was the reason why they lose rounds, with Fenix getting a man advantage.
Yes, and I'm liking what YGGP is doing. The gambles that they have been making with their economical rounds so far. Look at this big push from Rexy, getting the paranoia out, trying to back away people from the seaside, making them wary about it, and then they immediately leave it. They look for another pretty much potential opportunity. Can be, though, does take out Cole from the B side. That's a Marshall down immediately. Oh, getting a little too antsy on the push from the garage doors. Those doors will fall, and the bullets come raining down. Ishtar and Blaze left alone on a 2 versus 4 situation right now. Of course, Ishtar will be able to get the upgrade on the Vandal. Let's see if he can make use of this, while Blaze with this Marshall tries to find a pick from the C side, but Gwen does take him out, and Reiko takes Ishtar from the lurk as well. That's going to be another round for Fenix eSports. Of course, it was an expected round because YGGP was on the eco, so let's see if they can do better on this by one.
Yeah, this match is so tight, Ken. They are just getting ahead of themselves. Fenix has a lot of ultimates on their hands. I mean, a while ago it was an eco round for YGGP, so it was kind of expected that they're going to lose, but now they have the guns. It shouldn't go onto the cycle and where they lose most of the time, because that is just going to be it. That is just going to balloon the gap that they have against Fenix. But now, with the ultimates on Fenix, it might be quite hard for YGGP to win, but it's still possible. It's still a game of Valorant, so if ever they try to go for this, they might be able to win. But Cold starts it off with a kill on them, and as I'm saying, yes, it's still possible for them to win, especially with a 4v5.
Yes, they get the man advantage, and now Fenix eSports, they're finally back up the chase, just slowing it down, but plays the man, pushing it up, takes out Nikki. That's the Sova down. No more information will be given to Fenix eSports. Although they still have all of their ultimates ready, what can you do when there's only 3 of you left against 5, and they're about to push up more? Blaze and Paula gets even more coming out of the A lobby side. They could there to give us a cover, but Blaze is not done. Actually gets Reiko down. But there is Lutuan left alone now. We'll be able to get the trade off, and now it's a 3 versus 1. Oh, he should have heard that updraft, but he is wary of the middle side instead.
Yeah, wasn't able to hear it, so he doesn't know. He does know that someone's pushing, though, but he doesn't know where he is actually. If he actually push, maybe he's on the window. Let's one. There's a lot of things on his mind right now. It's a 1v3. He knows that some one of them might be on A, but because there's no trademark anymore, yeah, that would be good.
30
he might be able
seconds
to push himself up on C, but because of this, because he's on B, I mean, this is the hardest part of it. Everybody's on A and C. You don't know where they are. But now, they're going to be seeing each other. Rexy onto Little Swan. Gonna try and was able to get that, and that's a headshot from Rexy. Again, another win for YGGP. This has been quite a back and forth here again.
Yeah, back and forth indeed. 4-4 right now. They have equalized the score once more, and it's going to be another bye round for both of these teams. Of course, Pala will get dropped soon by Ishtar or Rexy. They've got the credits, the bank to work with, and as well as Fenix eSports. Full Vandals all across the board, but of course, Fenix eSports, they've got the ultimates ready. YGGP, they need to do that again, the one that they did last round, pretty much taking picks and taking out the agents one by one. That way, Fenix eSports will have a harder time trying to utilize these ultimates and try to chime it up with each other.
Yeah, Fenix is kind of playing BDS, and whenever YGGP tries to stop them with just 1 kill, that's enough to slow them down. But Rexy now on 2 HP. Kind of scary though. Now, oh my, Cold has been hit by a shock dart right to the sweet spot. Now he's super low on HP. Now, they're trying to slow it down. Trying to get some kills for themselves. Cole trying to get the peek onto Garage, but not going to see anyone though. But still, slowed it down. C might be their target. Have the smokes there, so they don't have any info on the side of YGGP. If they try to push this, Fenix would have a better time.
Yep. Gwen closing up the smokes. And here comes the tailwind as well. Rendezvous immediately by Pala because he has been spotted. But Ishtar gets the first shot into Little One. That gives him the heal. And Gwen is not done taking Pala out. Pala was stuck right in the corner there. Here comes the ultimate. Hunter's Fury slowing down the plant. He can be used up one of his updrafts as well. Gwen's not done getting a 3K of his own. Might even get an ace for himself. Blaze pop out of the smoke. But the smoke dissipates on him. Nikki won't be able to take him out. It's cold now on a 1v3 situation. And they've got all the ultimate still on the Fenix eSports side. What can Cole do? He's been scouted by the Aldone, getting after versus down, and he's getting falling soon. There we go. Reiko takes him out. 4-5 now is the score. Fenix eSports, bit of a messy round for our defenders, but Fenix looking really good right now.
Yeah, again, I mean, I don't know what to say. Fenix didn't even use even one of their ultimates during that round, and they were able to still get it. YGGP, just because they were staying on a lot of places, so Rexy and Cold was put down to low HPs. That's why they were not as confident on getting peaks anymore, getting all, or rather getting some first kills for themselves. That's why it was given a chance by Fenix to be able to get those pushes on their side. Now, they're really on iffy buys, have armors on some members, now the push together with the Sky Smokes, going for it. Recon Bolt is going to come in, not going to get any info. So Cold is here. Don't know. They should check this though if they want to win. They have the tailwind to work with. Got 2 kills already. YGGP. This is their win condition. And the shock dart again getting the kill. But Gwen was able to get 1 kill of his own. And now that's going to be the last one. No ultimates again spent by Fenix.
And easily by YGGP, they take him out. The aftershock was there for our attackers, Fenix eSports, to clear out the A-long side. They still checked the corner, but they were expecting that no one should have been there. But Cold was able to hide away, sneak past the aftershock, and just the fault line, and just sneak into the corner with a cover from Blaze. That pretty much solidifies the situation. The crossfire was there easily for these two players, especially since it's a Jet and a Sova to play with. The information is there, and the escape mechanism is there. An easy play for YGGP, and Fenix eSports just walk right into it.
Yeah, easy plays, going on to A, now rushing it. They were playing it slow a while ago, now they're using some of their ultimates. Whenever they want to go for a push, they're just manning one onto Garage. Was able to get the kill onto Cold. Wasn't able to use the Sword of Force onto the right timing. This Fury is getting used just for them to get info. But because they have it, they weren't able to get the kill anyway. That was now Fenix is being pushed. They're trying their best to get something though. But they got the flashes. Rexy is still on site. They still have 2 people onto the side. So if ever they would be able to get this Rexy, oh no, not the right timing. Now the site has been taken, but Paula has an ultimate of his own. They were able to use a lot of their ultimates, but not able to get the win yet. And now, here comes Cold. It's gonna be him. Might be able to get the kill. Oh, the timing was just right, and Cold was able to get the win.
Yeah, but there we go. The ultimates were used, but it was all used for one singular person. That was Blaze, stuck on the A-short side. The Brimstone ult was there covering his escape. The Aftershock was there to kill him, take him out. The Hunter's Fury as well was the one to put him in that corner. All those ultimates being exhausted just for one person. They clear up the side. They get in the side. However, it is the A side, so it is somewhat difficult to try and hold it down for a post-plan situation. They weren't even able to get the plan. YGGP played that perfectly. They get the advantage. Let's see if they can continue this momentum, because Fenix eSports, they still have a bank to play with.
Yeah, they're rolling Thunder to work with still. They have a lot of bank. So this is the last round, but Paula is able to get 1 kill of his own, giving them another advantage against Fenix. Making this another back and forth. If ever they would be able to get the win here. And Gwen has been a very, very crucial part of the team. Whenever he falls down, sometimes the team crumbles down with them. And because they don't have any Sky Smokes, it would be harder for them to get a plant or maybe take a site of their own.
Fenix eSports, they have to channel their inner Fenix and try to get these duels going, because the smokes are gone. No more controllers are trying to control this map. It's Ishtar, the man. Pulling the right guard, pulls out the Empress Smoke, gets it, the timing right, gets the dismiss out. He will get the cover from Blaze as well. Oh, he gets shut down by Ken V though, with a Spectre with a tailwind out as well. Blaze looking to try and get the trade in. He does have a Recon Ball to work with. The B control is there for Fenix eSports, and as well, Latois not looking the right way. Blaze looking to get him away. Again, they're not looking at the A-Link side. Blaze getting these easy kills, and because of that, they will get the advantage. 7-5 will be the score of our first half.
Switching
sides.
sides.
That's why it's super hard to go on to B side, because you need to look at 2 things, A-Link and C-Link. Whenever they try to get something, they need to look at both sides. And yes, they weren't able to get the plan in there too, just because we said a while ago, they don't have any Smirks. So B is not the best site to go for when you don't have any smokes to cover yourselves whenever you want to go for a plant, and that's why they were just punished. Now, YGGP just got the advantage there, and that is a big one right there. Fenix now needs to win this pistol round, just for them to follow through and get an equalizer against YGGP.
Yep, that is the YGGP to Fenix eSports. And YGGP here, 7-5 now is the score in favor of YGGP. Fenix eSports, this is their defending side this time around, although the composition kind of worked out more on the attacking side. Speaking of attacking side, the aggression is there, gets to first quick kills on the middle side, but immediately getting traded away from the A side. But again, Gwen pretty much mollies and cooks up the remaining member there. So now it's a 2v3 right now. Paula looking for some shots here with a classic, and Cold hiding behind the Sky Smoke. Rico is the man with a ghost advantage to take him out, and now it's all up to Cold. Gets a nice right click through the smoke there, looking for more, but he's been pinched up. It's gonna be the first round for Fenix eSports, just what you wanted to have.
Yeah, exactly. And now, with this, they were able to get it. And as I said a while ago, again, they need to win that round a while ago before they go for more. But still, it was a great win for Fenix. Getting that push onto B was able to get a lot of people right there. They weren't expecting that. I mean, especially when you go to the first round, you're kind of expecting that B would be the best answer, because at least you get a lot of space for yourselves. And because Fenix was able to read that, YGGP just got punished a lot. They lost a lot of members on mid.
Fenix eSports, they're really taking up the aggression to the next level. They will be picking up the Spectres and the full armors coming up this next round, round 2 of our second half. Earlier on, it was YGGP who won their eco round despite fighting off against the Spectres. Let's see if Fenix eSports will give it to them again, or will they finally learn from their mistakes and adapt to the situation, taking out YGGP with their maybe iffy buy with the Sheriffs and the Classics to play with.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be the time, though. I mean, this is the time that they need to change things. They went in for the pause here just for them to recuperate a bit for the sides of Fenix. Now, if ever they go for more, might be the time to answer back for YGGP. But they lost a while ago. It's kind of the same thing during the first half of our match. So if ever they want to come back, they can still go against Fenix. But now, Fenix having the advantage again, especially with that. That is a fault line right there that you don't want to be in. That's why Kenby was just able to get that easy kill. And they're going to be trying and take some more. They're just going to be cutting their losses, try to get this, maybe try to get some kills of their own. Kenby gets another one for himself. This last two members are just playing around onto A side, and they're just running and pushing with the Spectres that they have. Right clicks on the board, and Ishtar just get one kill. Not enough. Rexy, the last one, and that is going to be the kill. Fenix takes one more round for themselves.
And that, my friends, is a very messy and iffy, pretty much a gunfight coming out in the A lobby side.
Yeah.
Very interesting setup that we've seen. Of course, it's the Spectres. Normally, you see the Spectres just running and gunning them down, but they played it very carefully, very smartly, coming out from Fenix eSports, taking their time, dwindling down the HP of YGGP, because they know they've got the shield advantage, they've got the gun advantage. All they have to do is just chip them off little by little with the little Spectre bullets that they've got, and with that they secure that round. 7-7 now is on the board.
Yeah, now they have the advantage. Lears on the board on mid to get that with a trademark on hand. Yeah, on B, it's gonna be quite easy for them to just push on to here. Cold get that. Paula was seen by the trademark, went for the push, but Blaze was able to get 2 kills of his own already. YGGP is on the board here, looking for more advantages for themselves. A lot of aggression from Fenix, but Ishtar was seen on the flash, was seen there. Not enough vision for his side, and now that is the bait that they wanted to. Now the rotations are gonna get called out.
Yep, an easy round, an easy big gun round as well coming out from YGGP. They know that they were just fighting Spectres, and they took the fight to them. And look at Little One's HP, down to 2 HP, was able to get away. The Steam Beacon is here. Looks like he will be the man to try and trade away the life and hopefully get the trade back. Unless Shock Dart almost got him. He will be pushing up into the hell side. Spots Rexy hiding. Cold is there to take out the cover as well. It's all down to Rico now, left alone. This is just their bonus round, but so far it's looking really good for YGGP.
Yeah.
Losing one more member, but that's fine for them.
Wow, what a great shot, though, to be honest. It was YGGP gun round again. But there's a lot of bang for Phoenix if ever they want to turn this thing around. Now it's the time. Now is the time that we're waiting for both sides. It's going to be classic, going to be default. Whoever wins this sets the face of the game. And until then, they're still halfway on their ultimate, so we're not going to be seeing any changes on how they play around the map. But now we still have that known. A side, still just one person, just because you just need one person to get the info if ever they're going to push on A side. But it's probably going to be a trade if ever they want to go for it. So that is kind of scary. Recon bolt onto A. They were able to get the info. And rotations not being called yet. They just need to play a default.
They got information. They know two members are here. And what a quick push coming up from Paula. Paula, where are you? You're in deep. And now you will get shut down. The Fenix eSports, they will take you out there. And now it's only 4 members left for YGGP. Of course, it looks like it was just sort of a bait coming out from them, letting one man die out. Let's see if this sacrifice works out, because now they're pushing up on the C side, and Cold knows there's one person here. Maybe does he know he's got the operator to play with? They immediately to back away. The shot's not there. Now it finally connects, and now the sacrifice does not work out. They do clear up the C side, but will it be enough? Because now it's a 2v4 situation.
Retake, fault line was able to hit onto Rexy, and now pushing on with the tailwind. They have the info, they have the vision themselves, but it makes it a 2v2. They got both of the headshots, and now it's the last 2 members. Lil Twan, remember, has the operator. This is not ideal if you want to retake, and Blaze was able to actually work on what I said a while ago. That is good action right there. Nikki, last one standing, has the recon bolt, might get some info, but because there's smokes onto their covers, to get this, because there it is, Blaze getting a 4K for himself.
Yeah, Blaze is the big man here. He's been the big man, someone we have underrated so far because of the cold plays, but Blaze has been putting up big. He's been holding out the lurk. He's been making these pushes happen, and now a 4K coming out from that last round. Despite the sacrifice situation not working out too well for YGGP, still Blaze is able to recuperate out of it. Fenix eSports, they fell one by one to the shots in, and now they have to opt for an eco round.
Yeah, going for it. Have 2 rounds on the board. Like, yeah, we lost the 2 rounds. We're gonna get back to you with another 2 of our own. But yes, that's good for themselves. Phoenix going for the push, and oh no, Paula was able to get the kill on Wen. And as we are saying, yeah, this eco round is gonna be quite slow, or rather quite fast, just because they only have guns, they only have sheriffs on the side of Phoenix. So it's gonna be easy here on. They're still thinking on what to do. They're going for defaults. So nothing really new on the board here.
Yeah, when you know they're on an eco round, it's going to be very easy to pull them out of rotations. And because of that C presence, Cold will be able to clear up on this A side. He knows the Ultram was being played, tries to spot where Nikki was holding on to it, but will be safely onto this A link. Of course, Ken V is the man with the Blade Storm. This is the guy that needs to get the frags in. He's going to get the updraft up. Will he get the shot though? No, he will not. Cold and Blaze will shut him down. Rico Bolts there, spots 2 of the members of YGGP. The push, the fault line, all the utilities being used. However, it is the gun advantage for YGGP. Very easy kills coming out from them. Nikki does get one more before it finally gets shot down by Blaze.
Yeah, what was that shot from YGGP? They want to finish this up onto attacks. I mean, whenever it is on Haven, it's really easy to attack because you have 3 sides to think about. Losing just one person is enough for you to get the advantage and take the side. And it's not that easy also to go for the retake unless you have the right agents, especially if you lose your smoker. It's not going to be easy for you to get that. So they're really important on this map. Whenever you lose them, you're going to be losing yourself. You're going to be losing the space that you should have taken if there's a smoke on your side. But yeah, they need to be careful because now Phoenix backs against the wall. They have the Vandals on their side. This might be their last chance. If they lose this, they're going to be back on the eco, and they need to make it work right now.
Yeah, like you said, this is the make it or break it round for Fenix eSports. And so far, Lituan looks to get one more before it falls off, but the rendezvous has been heard. Cold knows he's there. Although the first shot was there on Yen when he will fall on the C side. Although it's going to be, again, a B push coming out from YGGP. Flashes there, slows them down little by little. Paranoia's out, Lituan. So now it's all up to Reiko to hold down his guard. Gets spotted down, going into the A-Link. The smoke's going to be there. He's going to spot Cold, looking at the off angle because of the noise that Nikki has created. And now it's a 4v3 situation. YGGP, they're falling apart little by little. But looks like they will be slowing down the pace, trying to recuperate what has happened. They're looking for the picks. And now look at this situation from them. They're spreading out every single member. They're playing for the picks. However, it's still the man advantage for Fenix eSports. And it's Ken V who might spot Rexy holding down this B side.
Okay, good plays from Phoenix. Phoenix was able to get the kills that they want, slowing down YGGP. But remember, they still have a lot of ultimates on the side of YGGP. They would be able to see Fala.
Spike
Now,
down.
Spike
C.
is down. Not really ideal for themselves. And they're just going to get the push here. They just need to get the vision. Blaze would try to go for a duel here. But Rexy was able to get the kill of his own. They don't know that. Trademark has happened. And they have people on Garage. They have info on the side. Somebody's looking. They were able to push. Now Garage is going to get taken. Reiko
10
might be able to see
seconds
one here.
One
Rexy
enemy
has been
remaining.
taking the back. And that's going to be the bolt on being used by them to hunt this Fury. They don't know. Planting on the backside, so he was able to get it in place. Oh no, he might be able to make this work again. It's a Sova versus Sova, and remember, they still have the Hunter's Fury onto him. So if ever he just play onto C Long, this might be a round for them.
Blaze, the big man, the big MVP for the team. He has a Hunter's Fury. It's not a lot of HP for Nikki left alone. Here comes the Hunter's Fury to pull him out. He just needs one hit on the Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury is 80, should be 80 damage, right? For the Hunter's
Yeah,
Fury
he
and
has the shock
73 for Daikonap. Nikki, he does have the shock. That's like you said, the fuse is coming in. There's a lot of distraction coming out from them. But there we go. The shot connects. Blaze clutches the round. Look at this man, 22 kills on the board, and he denies the make it round for Fenix Esports.
Yeah. Gotta play there. As I said, Phoenix, they had their chance. They were able to get a 4v3. They were able to get the man advantage. But Blaze was just built different during that round. Was able to get all the space that he needed. Rexy, the distraction onto B was enough for them to get those kills that they needed. And when it comes to 1v1s, Blaze is just going to win that. Now it's an 11 on to 7. Probably, I could say that it wasn't their last chance last round. This might be it. This might be their last chance because they still have Vandals on hand. Kenby was able to get this man advantage again, so they just need to hold on it. They just don't need to play it very aggressively, and they might not get punished.
Yeah, although the ultimates are there for the attackers, Genvi peeks into the shield where Pala has been holding the angle, but spots
Spike down.
pretty much
A.
sneaky down, but Pala still unable to cover him up, so it's still a 3v3 for both
Wow.
these teams. Cold opening it up, taking out Reiko. Lituan is the man with the tour de force, looking for more shots in. Nguyen as well, he is the smoker, so this should be somewhat doable for both of these teams. They will be able to recuperate this spike, they will be able to try and plant it as soon as possible, but look at this. The ultimate from Brimstone, pretty much the orbital strike being used. Of course, Susie only got the judge, so it's going to be a very awkward push coming out from Fenix Esports.
Spike
Oh
planted.
wow, what a shot from Lil Twan. Was able to get it with just one flick. Oh no, Wen is playing around with the
Last
judge.
player
Was able to
standing.
see Ishtar, but not enough for him to get the win there. The shot wasn't able to connect. And Ishtar secures the round. The last backs against the wall. Match point
Match
for
point.
the members of YGGP.
Yeah, why? You guys get paid. Team, you guys get paid. What a round coming out from them. Again, they win it 12-7 now. Match point, as you said. Fenix Esports, they were gunning on the force by the last round. But of course, since they've got the pretty much five straight, a last bonus for their creds, they will still be able to buy up something for this last one. From here on out, they need 5 perfect rounds to push it to the overtime. Let's see what they can find here, because Fenix Esports looking like to make an explosive push here on the C side.
Yeah, pushing on to see the answer. They have this goes on to their side. Mickey is just trying to get this, but he has the right idea though.
Standing
They
ahead.
want to
Here
push
we
this.
go.
YGGP goes in. They don't have any vision. The recon ball comes in already. Lil Swan is just off the backside. Was able to get 2 kills of his own. And Ishtar was able to answer back. But now again, it's a 4v3. It's not that new for YGGP. So if they want to get this, they can still do though. But they have this on the bag. Phoenix is just confident that they might be able to take this. The timing from Cole was just perfect. Was able to get the kill. Win to play someone hand. Might be able to get the win, but Win was able to cancel him back. And they have this thing in the bag because that is Phoenix turning things around.
And there you have it. They will get the free upgrades as well. 12-8 will be the final score. They tried their best, Fenix Esports, to try and close out the round, but still it was not enough. Fenix Esports, they win one more, saving them one more round, and it looks like it's going to be, again, another big buy round for both of these teams. Can Fenix Esports hold down this momentum, try and shut down the streak that YGP has been creating, because still they've got a lot of bank. They should be up for at least 2 more rounds of buys if ever they do not secure this one round coming up next.
Yeah. Coming up for the next, it's
Oh, no.
kind of really hard for Phoenix. Going for this
Yeah.
last round, they do have
You want
only
to play?
doesn't
Let's
even
play.
have the Blade Storm onto Kennedy. I thought they had
There you
the
go.
Blade Storm, but now, yeah, they were able to get it. So now they have the Blade Storm. They have guns. Might still be able to win this. Might be able to get it onto an overtime. But with that 4v4, still trading it out. Equalizers on both sides. Just need to play this very smart on the side right here of Fishstar, especially that he's the one taking some risks here.
Oh, what a shot coming from the Tour de Force, taking out Kenvi, the Blade Storm taken out, and again, it's going to be the cleared A side, especially since Cole is pushed up onto Reiko. Reiko falls, it's now a 2 versus 4, and Ishtar is the man of the year, though. They know the trademark has been triggered, so they know that Ishtar has been pushing in, but never mind. The team has just closed out the round. YGGB, they pushed it up, they take them out. Fenix eSports falls, and it's 13-8 will be the final score on our scoreboard. Congratulations to you guys, get paid. They will be advancing to the semifinals.
Yeah, congratulations to YGGB. That was a great play, honestly. Whenever they went there, when they went to attack, they changed the phase. They're kind of slow in the uptake during the first half, but they were able to turn things around after the second half came in. That's a lot of first bloods for Lil Twan as a chamber. That just says a lot for the side of Fenix. And yeah, that was a great win. I mean, Fenix was in the slack heater. They played that so well. It was so close. I think YGGP just shake on their boots a while ago. They were on the edge of their seats, but YGGP just got the win. They got the momentum. JCS rode through it until the last round.
Yeah, YGGP, they've picked up so many strats as well coming out from the first half. They knew how to play up the defenders. They were gambling on their defending side, and they were able to make it work. The ecos as well, the half buys, they were all working out. Fenix eSports unable to adapt as fast as YGGP could. So that will be the round, the first match of our quarterfinals. 3 to go, and we'll be back after this break.
And welcome back, everybody, to Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports. $100 winner takes all prize for all of our teams right here now into the quarterfinals. We're gonna be your shoutcasters for today. I'm Dash, and I'm here with Gen, and this is a fight between S2 eSports versus Madness eSports.
Yep, S2 will be on the attackers, while Madness playing on the defenders on map Icebox. Almost a
Hey.
deja vu as we've had in week 1 quarterfinals, going back to Haven Icebox, Haven Icebox. But of course, it will be again the Icebox map for our round second
Yeah.
game of week 2. Of course, special thanks to our official gaming chair sponsor, Vertigear, and official giveaway sponsor, Coda Shop, and of course, our co-organizer, Cyberport.
Yeah, and again, this game is on Icebox. This is the newly reformed Icebox that has been patched last week, so there's gonna be quite different playstyles that we're gonna be seeing, like what we saw last week, and now how would the players adapt to this new patch, and also to the changes with the smokes. So now with the smokes on their side, controllers would have different playstyles, but still, Viper is still that strong on this map, so she's still gonna be a need on this Icebox.
Yep, we always see the 4 staples of the Icebox agents, which is the Viper, the Jet, the Sova, and then the Sage. And of course, so far it has been picked up, and the 5th one to be used, of course, it looks like it's gonna be Chamber for Mikasa on the S2 side. We do see a Reina being picked up for Umind as well.
Yeah, and they've been having the chambers still the same thing. I think a chamber is at least good on this map, but having probably the Viper should also be one thing that you also need. I mean, having the Sentinel is also great, but losing the Jet might not be ideal here for the attacker side. So yes, they have Umind onto the Reina. Without the Jet, it's not an easy way to get into the side, get some space for yourselves, but maybe, just maybe, they can make this work on the side of S2. But Madness still going for the typical setup on this map. They have the Jet Reina and together with the normal tree that we see on this map.
And it will be the start for both of these teams. Again, before we head over to our matchup, of course, check out
Choose
our
your
socials,
agent.
exclamation point, Discord as well for more information about the tournament and Valorant and SEA, of course, and maybe even more. We got Twitter, we've got Facebook, Instagram, our very own website as well. Check those out.
Yeah, and now going back onto the game, we still have Icebox, still have the same map. I'm excited to see on how things would turn out without the Jet. That just changes the capability of this team on the side of S2 Esports. I wish they would be able to make this work. It'll not be easy for sure, just because they don't have someone who just zooms in to the side, especially there on the attacker side. But maybe the chamber could change things up. So that's what I'm excited for.
Oh, that is true. Remember, we've got a rendezvous to play with for good old Chamber. He's got the sort of a pseudo tailwind from the Jet. It's not as good as the Jet, but it's still something that you can get to play with, especially on the map Icebox. You will be able to have the traps for him to work with as well, like the trademark, to make sure any lurk positions or even as a defender, the kitchen will be held upon. But it looks like it will be S2 starting on the attacker side. They've already put down their toxic screens over onto the B side. This does not bait out Madness at all. They will be holding down their ground 2-1-2 default positions.
Yeah, for the default classic on both sides. I really love that they still have the Viper. They really need the Viper on this map for sure. If ever they want to start this off, need to try something different. They still haven't decided on where they want to go for the side of Madness. I mean, for the side of S2. So they're still looking at very typical situations, waiting for someone to overstep their boundaries if ever they're given a chance. Now, going for it. Yeah, we're waiting for the timer here.
Yeah, we're waiting for the timer. A little bit of a technical difficulty, so sit back, sit tight. We will be back very soon. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a look at some sort of a giveaway being held here at KJC Esports Dash. Do you have any details about that?
Yeah, I mean, we still have the giveaway from Coda Shop and Vertigear. Everyone, Coda Shop is giving for 5 people $20 worth of VP, and one would win $100 worth of VP. That's a lot of VP, everybody. You should take that. And again, one Vertigear grand prize for anyone who is residing in Singapore. So that is still another of our giveaway. So that's 3 giveaways. Just win one, and that's enough. That's great enough for you to get something out of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty much getting ready to get my
Me
luck on
too.
for that as well, Dash. But speaking of luck, let's see how the push will enter for S2 because they're pushing up onto the speed side. Aldon's out. Hawkox does get Mikasa out, so that's the lurk guard down already for them. Although they're trying to push up, Reflex still slowing it down. Fate does get the trade out. Saikora as well, finally taking him out there. It's only down to Mistral. Mistral's hiding inside the Viper smoke. He gets one before he falls away. Might get one more, but finally he gets shut down. 2v2 now for both these teams. Hawkox is already on a very good position to try and slow down this push. Let's see what our attackers S2 can do.
Yeah, what I like about this is that it changed. This new map changed a way that you played Icebox, especially on B side. There's not a lot of cover anymore on the side. That's why it's not going to be easy for you to get the plant. But Saikoro falls down. I mean, Saikoro gets a kill onto them. Sappy don't have any info on where he is, but now they do. They were able to hear him, and because of that, they're going to be following this toxic screens. We're able to see where he actually is. Saikoro was seen, and that's going to get the headshot onto Sappy. They don't have any vision on where he's supposed to be, but Sappy is still playing around this one headshot on Milwan. Now, that is just so hard. He might be able to play around this. The wall has been cold. Milwan doesn't have any idea on what happened.
30 seconds
and now he doesn't know he's there. He was able to see his head. What? Milwan was able to get the shot, and that's it. That's a win. What was that? I thought that is going in the way of Vayne, right? I mean, of Sappy that round, yeah.
On our screen, we definitely did see the head there pop out from Milwan's side, but maybe Sappy was unable to see it on his side of the screen. The toxic screen is still a smoke. It's still a controller utility, so we know it blocks vision. Might have blocked Sappy's vision, maybe not for us, but that will be still the round for S2 Esports. A very scratchy round, but they get it anyway.
Yeah. Get it. Mad. Reflex is on the vision, though. They have the Marshall to work with. So, get the vision because he was able to get the damage already. Madness playing on a big disadvantage with one with half HP, but the headshot was fine. It's gonna make it work. Make that too. They had a lot of things to work with, and they did. Even though that it was not the round to win, they were able to get the man advantage even without the guns.
Yeah, and immediately Corgi was spotted by the trademark. He does try to back away now this time around. There's still a trademark to hold down the lurk, so S2 is very confident that no one will be right behind them. They will be looking to try and push up this A side. They tried to make that big rush play, but so far it did not work out for them. And now it's slowly pushing Madness on the rotation, but here we go. The push is coming up. Milwan's on the Vanguard. He's the man trying to spot more. The wall, the barrier orb has finally expired. They've got the scan as well onto Reflex, so that's the man they're trying to avoid because he's got the Marshall. He's got the damage control to take these members one by one.
Yeah, they have the trademark onto the backside. That's kind of safe from where they are right now because of playing with fire. Does
30
have
seconds
the Marshall on his hands, but the rotation already has been called. And this is pretty much a good position because they don't know where they are. Mistral is on to mid. If ever, we would be able to hear the plant. Now they would be able to. And Mistral is going to push this out.
Spike
Get
planted.
the vision onto B, but they're still holding onto yellow. So this is pretty much a pretty good position for most of the members of S2. So this is going to be a retake.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. Orange is about to get pushed up. But they've got full control of this side. Now they just have to deal with the yellow and the green. The bat, the defuse of the fake is there. Milwan gets the first frag. Corgi falls. Mistral's looking for more. Milwan's taking out Sappy as well. They're taking them out one by one. Very easily, very clean as well. 4K for Milwan. It looked very hard to try and enter that A side, but this B side was very clean for S2 Esports. They still win their buy-up round, the bonus sort of round for them. But now it comes down to this. Third round on the board. This is where Madness should win if we head over to the Telegraph sort of situation.
Yeah. I mean, Madness Esports just made it hurt on the side of S2. They got 2 kills a while ago, even though it was not the round to win. And that is just going to go in their favor. Toxic Screen has been put out onto B side, but nobody has rotated yet. They're going to be playing this very safely. And maybe they're going to get punished by it, because this is why this change is great. Because you can play as fast as you can on B side now, and the problem there is, how are you going to take the side? It's not that easy of putting just up the wall and then going for the plant. It's not that easy anymore. They need some good changes on their side here. Now they're going to go for it.
There we go. Barrier orbs down. Sage gets a very easy plant in. Getting sprayed down to red HP. The shot almost catches him as well. He will finally stay away. He will get the heal up as well. There's a lot of mid control, mid fights happening. Although Saikoro does take one out, he gets the
Wow.
upgrade on the Vandal, so it's still somewhat doable for our attackers. They've taken out 2 of Madness Esports already. Corgi is looking to find for more damage, but Hawkux with the upgrade gets the kill onto Mikasa. Corgi as well, taking out Fade. There we go. 3 versus 3 now. They've equalized the score. The defuse is now ticking down. They have to make this peak, but Sappy is not going to make it happen. U9 does finally take him out. Hawkux is there from the back as well. U9's not done. Gets easy double tap with this Spectre. It's a half defuse, so it's going to be very hard, but with only 40 HP left on Hawkux, U9 will shut it down. The buy round does not work for Madness, and again, it's another round for S2 Esports.
Honestly, that was not rocket science what they did on B side. They were just peeking one by one. They tried to get it, but because they don't have enough space for themselves, they don't have any smokes to work with, it was hard for them to get that. Especially the wall of Sappy should always be safe if they want to get that easy defuse onto B side. And that's why right now, they're back on an eco, back on a disadvantage, pushing onto A side. They're just going to be rotating this sides alternately. But now, going to go for A side. They have the call here. Toxic Skin's already on A. If they want to push with that Playstorm on Reflex, they need to be a bit careful on the side of S2.
S2 is so far making a lot of presence every single time. They have the chamber to work with. They have no cares in the world about the lurk because they've got the trademarks to hold down their ground. Reflex gets the first Playstorm in, but Mikasa gets his one tap onto him. Gets the trade away. 4v4 now. Still very easy, should be very doable for the side of S2 Esports because again, it's just the eco for Madness. They will get the plant up. There's only got Sheriff to work with to try and shut down this barrier orb. This time around, Fate will stay alive with a lot of his HP. Madness takes out Milwan while Milwan was trying to opt for the Viper's Bit. Because of that, it's an easy kill, and now it's all down to Hawkeye and Mitchell right now trying to see what they can do, but no, Hawkeye's left alone on a 1-3. He will finally fall, and that's going to be another round for S2, of course.
Yeah, that was a good clear. I mean, that was expected that Madness would lose that round, but S2 just made it work. 2 members fell down, which is really great for Madness. Losing, or rather doing some damage on their eco, was enough for this round. They just need to do just that, and that's enough for them to make it work, following through onto the next round. With that now, it's going to be quite hard. It's going to be quite different on this next one. They need to get the win here, especially with Reflex having the operator on his hands. Now, going for the push. We're going for a push on the B side. Reflex might be able to get the kill here, but they have the Lear to work with onto you. The push has happened. That was good timing for Lears. They both threw the Lear at the same time, and that was not expected by Reflex. Now, they know that the operator is on B, so they're just going to go to A side.
Enemy mark.
Oh, but look at this situation. Positioning from Milwan. He's holed up already right next to the tube side, so he could push this up just in case, but at the same time, it's Mistral. The other Viper on the other side has taken a very nice position onto the nest side as well. Will Mikasa try and check this corner? Oh, the rendezvous is there. Mistral should have heard that, so now they should put up some information that it might be the A side. Hawkcox will be getting the rotation in, and Fade gets a little peek in, and Mitchell takes his head right off. He's stuck now in his position. He's not a jet, he's not a chamber. He will be stuck there, and U-Mind finally shuts him down. The Tailwind comes in as well. Reflex down to 32 HP. It will get scanned down. So again, it's still S2 with a lot of position, especially since Milawan's down to the lurk, but Reflex makes the check. And now it's a 3v4 situation in favor of Madness. This might be finally the round that they can win.
Yeah, they're making
30
them rotate.
seconds left.
They don't know that Corgi's on yellow, so if ever they try to peek this, you might get one. And that's exactly what they need. They were able to get one, rather, the space that they need onto the B side. And this is going to be making it work, especially that you're on yellow. But remember, they have an operator player. Mikasa is on orange. It's going to be seeing Hawkins not getting a headshot. I thought that was going to be, oh no, that was a blunder supposedly. But now they're going to go and push it down. U-Mind gets the kill. They have the Hunter Spirit to just get the vision on where Reflex is. They don't have any idea, but they know he's the operator player. So that's why they're playing it safe.
Man, this should be the save for Reflex. There's nothing you can do right now with this operator, especially with someone trying to get behind him as well. So as soon as he starts running away from this spike, it's going to be a lot of trouble going his way. But Reflex should stay alive relatively. Let's see if Mikasa will spot him. He's right next to each other right now. But it looks like Mad Reflex will stay alive without operator. Almost gets taken out by the spike there.
Yeah, Reflex saves the operator. They weren't able to get the kill onto him. Madness went in for the pause, a much needed pause for their side, because honestly, if they want to recuperate here, 5 rounds already on their side. Yes, they would be able to get half bias on this round to just help out Reflex with this operator that he still has on hand, just to make it work. So if ever Madness needs to try something different. A while ago, it was just the members of S2 are just cycling through A or B. After a win on B, let's go on to A. That is always the answer, and Madness just needs to react accordingly. Put Reflex on the right place. I think A side might be the right place there. If ever he gets the first shot, that might be something different that S2 needs to think about.
Yeah, Madness finally opting for this timeout. It looked like they were finally going to get a round on the board, but again, it falls out and S2 takes advantage of it, gets on top. 5 rounds on the board for them. They've got the full streak going, and now Madness has got to think here. They've got a full loss streak bonus. They could half buy every single time from here on out, but will they opt for an eco round and maybe play along this? But remember, they've got a saved operator, so they might just opt for a bit of a buy coming out for them to try and make this operator work out. If the operator gets a frag, they will get an upgrade. Will S2 Esports give it to them though?
Yeah, going on to B side again. We're trying the same thing. 3 people in B, 2 people in A, not defending onto mid because it hasn't happened yet anyway. Mind does have the leer, so the timing would just be right here. With the right timing, Reflex was able to get the kill there, and that was big enough advantages for them. But remember, they still have the ultimate. So yeah, the resurrection is gonna come in. They have the updraft to work with. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. Wouldn't be able to get the damage on Mind. He's not gonna fall down. Oh wow, they were able to get 1, but there's a trade also after. Now they know that operator's on there. Viper's Pit is on A. They need to think on what they want to go for. But one is already onto Orange, was able to pass through. Every defense right there. So Sappy needs to be careful here. They don't have any vision on him.
He's behind the enemy line. He's about to get behind Zappy as well. That makes a pretty much a shock for Reflex and Hogcox right now. Once someone was on the B side, they immediately passed through. Mistral is the one holding down the Viper Spit on the B side. Gets one shorty off, but that's all he's gonna get. Mikasa will finally shut him down. That's Viper Spit down, and the remaining 2 members from Madness, they are so scared right now. Milwan is somewhere around the road here. They've got to be careful where this man's gonna be holding. Hawkeye is there, but he gets distracted by the push coming out from Mikasa, and now it's all down to Reflex, the man with the operator who saved from the 1 versus 3. Will he save it again? Because again, he's down on a 1v3. Maybe he'll try to see if he can catch someone. He's not looking the right way. Maybe we'll get an easy frag onto him, and that's gonna be the operator down as well.
Okay, they were able to get the operator. S2 just are taking down Madness, and Madness can't even get away with this. I mean, 3 people are on B2 on A. It was easy enough for Milwan to get the push onto Orange, and that's why he was able to do a lot of damage, able to take up some pressure for himself onto the mid side of the map. That was the reason why it wasn't easy for them to go and rotate. That's why Madness lost that round, but it's a good thing they still have some credits to work with this round.
Yeah, it was just a half buy earlier on, but this is the problem when you put on the defense with no trappers. But speaking of trappers, who cares about trappers? Of course, he's gonna go all the way in, gets 1 frag in, dismisses out, Reflex getting his own as well, won't even need to do the tailwind, and now they've got 2-man advantage. Madness finally, maybe, I don't know if we're jinxing it, but maybe this time around, this is the round that they are going to win.
Yeah. Got 3 kills already just for playing aggressively. They did that a while ago on B, but it didn't work. Now that they did it on A, it wasn't as expected or the side of S2 that they're going to be doing. Now, it's going to come down to how they play around this, especially that there's wall onto A. It won't be that easy for them to do, but now look at this. Reflex is now super low in HP. He was peeked out. He can't get away. And that's the reason why he lost there. That was really unfortunate because there's only wall, and that's the only angle that they need to pull. Oh man, that was just unfortunate there for Reflex.
Yeah, they do have Sappy with the resurrection, so if S2 decides to walk away from this because Mistral is holding out the corner, he will spot the rotation work out. If he peeks out the right time, he spots the legs of Fade. So that should be the situation. Sappy should be able to get an easy resurrection going on here. It's still a 5v3 right now for both these teams. Hawkcox does spot the remaining members, try to push through with the barrier orb. It's going to be up to Mistral to hold down his guard. Gets an easy spray down with double headshot. He will get the 3rd as well. A round finally for Madness, almost flawless, but remember that one of them was just resurrected.
Yeah, good resurrect, good play, flawless round. That is exactly what they need in order for them to build back. But remember, that's 6 consecutive rounds on the bag for the members of S2. That's why it's easy for them to take this. If ever you want to go for next one, they still have some guns. But Madness doesn't have the operator still yet on their side. It didn't work anyway, so might as well just buy the Vandals. Now with this, yeah, this is what I was waiting for, and where Madness would have a chance to fight because of the credits.
You want to
I'm starting
play?
miss
Let's
the
play.
Breach ultimates, the aggressive ultimates that people could use. Speaking of ultimates, Mikasa pulls out his tour de force. He's getting sprayed down to 14 HP. But now he has to back away. Give me some heals here, Fade, please. There we go. You got it. And now it's going to be Reflex holding down the angle from Yellow. He's got some cover from Mistral in case the Yellow gets pushed up really close by. But again, it's S2 Esports. They're making the pace slow. They're creeping up little by little. The recon bolt's there. Reflex has been spotted. They know that there's one player next to the Yellow side getting shocked at it down. The Vipers Toxin is there to try and slow down the push. Ooh, the timing. Mikasa actually drops away from the angle, but still. Oh! He does get it before Reflex shuts him down. Milwan and Yuman chimes it in as well. Getting members from the B side and the middle. It's all down to Mistral to hold down his ground, and at the same time, Sappy from the back.
Yeah, Mistral was able to get the kill there, but still, it's a 2v4. Not going to be easy, and Milwan again. On mid, he has this place again, especially on 2, and now he's gonna hear the rotation coming in from Sappy. He was insane! Oh no! Sappy was able to get the kill there. Now 3 people are on yellow. They still have the toxic streak to work with, and the wall! But the timing from Mikasa was able to cancel back with a tour de force, and that is a tour right there that I want to see.
And that is the ultimate power of Valorant. Chambers tour de force shutting down the push. Not only are these shots like an operator, but also it is a big slow. So once the shot has been taken, you have to take a different route, and that is the tour that you have to create. The tour de force, the tour he is creating for you. He takes control of the round, and that will be another one for S2 Esports. Madness, they've got a bank to work with. They will still be able to buy up this one, but again, this is their make it or break it round. If they lose this one, they're back on another eco round for maybe 2 rounds.
Kinda scared on how Mad is gonna go through this round. They'll have some guns to work with, which is great, but this might be the last chance because Mistral is the only one who would have any guns onto the next round, so they really need to win. The B side is gonna be the target. The middle one is like middle one is always looking at the mid like it's candy though. Like every time that he has now, he might get punished though. Got the headshot. Reflex going for the push just because nobody was there to defend for themselves, and they were able to get a man advantage. Madness looking great here for this round. The 3v4 still a possibility.
Yeah, 3v4, as you said it, Madness, they got 4 members left alive in the defender side. They've pincered pretty much the team of S2 Esports. They've got nowhere to go despite other than this B side. And where Mistral and Sappy is holding down. They got the spike down. They will try to get the heal up, but Mistral gets taken out through the toxic screen by Psycho, holding up all the way up. Ooh, that beautiful shot that actually pins down Sappy down to 88 HP, but he still got 26 shields to work with, and now here comes the rotations coming from both of these teams. Hawkcox hears this, and he immediately gets the recon bone as well, spots both of them. Now they know that the rotations are coming on this A side. Will they be committing it to it? Yes, Hawkcox hears the steps, and now they're pushing up every single member to get onto this A side, get this defense going, because the recon's bolt's there. It might spot them, but there you go. Sappy does get spotted.
One
shot
enemy
for
remaining.
Hawkeye there from behind, and now with that positioning, they will finally get another round on the board. They save themselves one more round, maybe to try and equalize this to a 7-5, hopefully, because now S2's been building up a lot of bank here, especially for Mikasa. Mikasa's holding 9k credits.
Right. They still have a lot of credits on their hands, so still not a problem for them even if they lose a lot of rounds, because with Mikasa, they can still have at least 3 guns on their side. So now they're going for the operator. They're going to play it differently. And this is what we said a while ago again. Might be the reason why S2 is having a hard time pushing on the side, because it's not easy without any tailwind. And now, with this, getting punished, but they got 7 rounds anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I said, because Madness is just gonna hold this down. A side, again, Reflex on a pretty great position. You're waiting for Madness to go for that push again, but Madness knows that they don't need to push that way anymore, because they made it work a while ago. This is a good adaptation.
But this time it's S2 Esports looking to try and push up this A side. They're already prepared to try and take out this recon ball just in case it pops into. But let's see what kind of strat they can bring up here. You mind, he still has 2 of his leers to use and only 2 frags to get into that Empress mode. But remember, the remaining members of Madness, they've pretty much gambled 3 members here. Here comes the big push. The toxic screen and the leer to open up. The jumps there, but Facial gets the shot in. Sappy will fall. You might as well getting a frag on Reflex now up to Corgi to try and slow down this plan. He will spot You mind. He will get the frag in as well. This misses out. Gets some information before he finally falls away, but Milwan is holding down his backside. So now it's all down to Mistral and Hawkcox on a 1v4 situation against the plan.
Still 2v4. Gonna be quite hard for them to go for the win here. But with them holding out on the right place,
One enemy
because they
remaining.
have that, Mikasa was able to get the kill with the operator. Not the right timing to be in for the side of Madness. Mistral, last remaining member. See two people, but was able to get a headshot on one. And now, with this, it's gonna take quite a long time, but Mistral is the last member. We're waiting for the right time, but Milovan playing with fire, almost losing his life also. Oh no, Mistral is kind of playing this aggressively, and Zyker was there on the back, was able to get him on the screens. That's a win already for this side.
A little scary. Mistral were getting the shots in. He was connecting them every single time. If he had maybe a Vandal to work with, he could have taken them all out, but again, it is a rendezvous. Power of Mikasa was able to avoid the rest of the bullets, and Milwan was just taking some information. At the same time, Saikoro was coming up from behind, so they were just baiting out the time for them. They had full control of that round because they had so much of the man advantage. So again, it's going to be another round for S2 Esports, and Madness is now on an eco round.
Yeah, great things being built here by S2 Esports, and one of them is their advantage. So, if ever, Viper's Pit onto B side. Getting the gears there, Yumine was able to get shots, but not enough to get the kill on Reflex. I mean, wasn't able to get the shots though. Reflex was able to get all of them. Now, with this big advantage, but because he ran away, they still have the Resurrection to work with. But remember, they still have a lot of ultimates onto the side of Madness. They still have the Empress. Not that big though, but still, it could help out for their side.
Especially since Corgi is only wearing a Sheriff. He's about to put into Mikasa's scope. If he does opt for it, he will be backing up instead. Here's the Aldon. He has to back away. He has to not give them the information that they want. Viper's Pit being used for our attackers, S2 Esports. So this should be the secure round for them. This should be an easy cleanup for them unless Reflex does go big.
Okay, Corgi already onto the side. Remember, Snakebite doesn't kill anymore. That's why they weren't able to get the kill there onto Corgi. It's getting him onto 1 HP was enough, but now the timing is right for Yumine. It was just waiting at that very corner. The timing is right, was able to get in.
One enemy
Zappy
remaining.
wasn't able to see him. This Viper's Pit is proving to be the bane of their existence. Madness can't even get the kill for themselves. And now the last one, Fade, would be able to see and get Reflex onto the last minute though.
Last round before the switch.
Last round before the switch. There's the announcer. Could this be a 9-3 curse, or will it be a 10-2 first half in favor of S2 Esports? Reflex did everything that he could there with the Blade Storm, but unfortunately, as we mentioned, the Viper's Pit was there for S2 Esports. There's nothing you could do with so much cover being used on that map, and with the spike ticking down, you had to push up. But because of that, it will be the round for S2 Esports, and now Madness will be forcing up there by Operator, full armor, half armors, and a Spectre as well to be played, but they have all the utilities to work with.
Yeah, mid Zappy has been discovered. Fade wasn't able to get the kill there. That was just too fast for Zappy. Remember, they had the orange. Mikasa was able to get the kill on mid. And again, another advantage for the members of Fast 2. But remember, on the right timing onto where Reflex is. Yes, on yellow. Doesn't have any info on where they are. But they're going for the rotate. Corgi playing it with fire here. Saikoro has been discovered. They have their vision. And they can't get away with this. And wow, he was able to get away with it. Nice play, Corgi.
Yep, easily gets away thanks to the barrier orb cover. Milman was unable to get the refrag going in because you never know what can happen. It's still a Reyna. There's still some intimidation every time, Reyna's up there. Lear's being pulled up on this A side. They're wary of Milwan's position, but Milwan gets to frag anyway out to Sappy. It's going to be all down. Reflex is trying to hold down this lurk guard. The rotations are coming in. They know that it's a little bit difficult for the A side because the toxic screen has been set up there by Mistral, and now that they're opting for this B side, it's going to be up to Reflex. Reflex is in a very powerful position here, but they're walking behind him. Will they spot right next to him? He's gonna get Mikasa. Mikasa does fall. He does have a tailwind to work with. He does not even need to use it because he still has a cloud burst to play. Mitchell is here on this side. Milwan's still lurking around here. Mitchell does hear a little bit. He tries to check into this kitchen, but the time he's not there. And at the same time, Reflex still alive from the backside. He's still making so much damage now. It's gonna be two of them will be holding from behind. You might just finally take him out. Corgi's the man who might catch. You might with the dismiss out. There we go. Finally taken out. Lear's there. The snake bite has been used. Now he knows Mikasa. Milwan is on the other side of this position. Oh no, that's going to be another snake bite. That's going to be a lot of time wasted. Corgi's going to be popping up. Ooh, spots Milwan down, but Milwan gets behind cover fast enough. And now that spike's ticking, he has to make the half at least before The other person tries to peek around him where Milovan is. Low HP on Corgi. Look at this. Just throws down the shot. Will is there enough time? There's not. It's going to be the round for S2 Esports. Corgi, nice try, but that's all that's going to
Switching
happen.
sides.
What was that? That was a good play for Milovan. I mean, how does he keep getting away with it? He was getting onto flank every time around, at least on mid, onto orange. He's always there, and he's always getting away with it. And that's the reason why they won a lot of them rounds also. Now, that's 10 rounds on the board. They need to win. I mean, Madness needs to win this pistol rounds onto their side if they want to turn this thing around. But right now, it's not looking too great for Madness. Right now, it's looking great for S2. Madness can still turn this around if ever they still win this pistol round, but it's still a lot of work.
Yeah, unfortunately for Madness, they will not have the luxury of being able to lurk like Milovan because there's a chamber on the defender's side. They will get spotted from that lurk. Here we go. Toxic screen being used. The lurk is there. The recon ball comes in, but Taikoro was not watching. He had to take out the recon ball that was stopping him from being spotted. And now the others from the B push as well does happen now. They do get one frag from Madness. Madness down on the 4 members, but they will get the free plant and the post plant situation. Let's see if they can hold out here against S2 Sports because they are slowly trying to converge around them. But Reflex, the man with the shots, gets 2 quick kills. They know one more is there from Milovan. Let's see if they can find more.
There's 2 people looking at him, so he's not gonna get it easily here. They need to go in tubes if they want to, because if they're only on one angle, that's gonna be easy kills for them. Yeah, the taps happen, not enough for getting kill, but oh no, Mikasa is here already. But Corgi was able to shut him down, and there's gonna be the last 2 members standing. Milovan is gonna fall, and what a good play onto mid from Madness.
What a play indeed. Madness was able to sneak past the middle, avoiding the recon vault as well. They were all scanned, but no one was watching the angle. Because of that, they will get an easy spike plant. And once you get that spike planted as an attacker, it's so much easier to get the post plant position working out for you, especially if you got the lineups and the positioning as well to work with. Or if you have a reflex to try and take out the members of S2 Esports one by one.
Yeah. Worked out in the end. Madness, especially on where they are, they only push on where the toxic screen is. They're waiting for the right timing before the toxic screen comes out. But with the aggression coming in from the side here, they're all on A side, so they had the right idea here for the side of S2. They're trying to play this very aggressively, but Reflex was able to get the kill anyway. And now here comes the kill. Saikoro was able to get one. Corgi answers back with another, but Saikoro with the upgrades was able to get the 3K. Might be able to get more. He's seeing 2 members, but the timing is just right. And Mistral gets the kill, and the last member, Mikasa. They don't know where he is though. No infos whatsoever. But this is gonna be the plant on their side. They're still looking at screens because they don't know where he actually is. Cox might be seen.
Spike planted.
Slowly pushing out onto Mikasa. They're not looking at the right place. He might get punished because of this though. Oh no, Cox is gonna get saved, but not gonna get headshotted. Oh no, Mikasa. You have been discovered, and that's the last line for you.
Unfortunately for him, Hawkeye was doing the little jiggle while he was waiting for anyone at all. So little tip for all of you in the pugs, if ever you don't know where the last person is, just make sure you're pressing that AD just to make sure that you will not get headshotted if you're just standing still like a sitting duck. And with that, it will be another round for Madness. Not that clean of a round, but it's a round is a round, and that's all they need because now there's still a 6-round deficit, and there will be against the full buy of S2 Esports.
Yeah, S2 again going for the...
Scanning ahead.
What are they going for? Yeah, they're going the Vandals. They have the Phantoms on their side. I'm kind of afraid of what the positioning is for them though. 3 people are on A, 1 person is there, but it's only... Oh no, they weren't able to see him though. They know that Mikasa is on yellow. So if ever they try to go to push, the trademark would just be there to stop them out. And they were able to see mid. They got the position. Chamber still gonna back away from Mikasa. So yellow is seen. Oh no, he lost his teleport. Does have his trademark to work with though, so he's left alone here. Unless it's 10 seconds anyway for Mikasa, he'd be saved.
Yeah, so far Hawkcox and Reflex is making a lot of noise on this B side, but at the same time, it's the spike that's creeping up on the A side, and so far S2 Esports gotten a better read of them. They feel for it, and now it's gonna be up to you, Mike, to try and hold them back. Oh no, the shots come in. The Reflex, the rendezvous does cool down, and he will be able to get it away, but look at this information. The bait works out. Madness will get a free A side.
Yeah, A side Sappy's already here. They would be hearing the plan coming onto A side. That was the bait. The rotation
Spike
has been
planted.
called. They have the toxic screen. So Umine does have the sound cue onto him. However, they're gonna push this. It's taking a long time. Remember, they're buying a lot of time for themselves. They still have a lot of their utilities, but the wall is down onto A side. He loses the toxic screen. They go for the push. Porky playing with fire. Umine is already on the side and was able to get onto T-Pole. That is a good place to be in, especially onto Raptors. Now with the flash coming into him, not gonna be able to get any kill for his side. And this is gonna be a 3v4. They're taking a long time. They're gonna be losing a lot of them. And here comes the wall. Would that be enough for them to get the save?
One
Not even
enemy
half.
remaining.
Madness might be able to win this, and that's gonna be it. What a good bait from Madness.
And that is the play for them. Madness Esports get a 5th on the board. So far, they are working out all of their strats. Every single round, it's working out for them. The bait comes in. The bait and the switch. 5-10 now is on the scoreboard. 3 rounds on a streak for Madness Esports. So far, let's see if they can keep the momentum going, especially since Eco round now for S2 Esports. This should be the round for Madness to win. Easy peasy is the next one that we have to look forward to.
I get what I want.
Yeah, that was a great setup from Madness, though. The baits that they've been doing, they were going for defaults because they know if ever they try to go for a really good bait, they might be able to get the win. But now, with the members right here of S2 going for an aggressive push, might be able to get the headshot, and more Corky is now super low in HP. They get another with Corky getting another headshot onto their side. They weren't expecting the push on the eco. They're thirsty for this win, and they're taking them down. Umine gets a 3K and might be able to get more 2v3. And yeah, they have a lot of HP still. They don't have guns, but they got the upgrades just now.
Yep, they've got the upgrades. They've, as you've said, no HP on Milwan, especially with the Phantom and the red HP. We'll be backing away though. So with that, it's going to be Reflex and Hawkox left alone against these 1v3. They know where the spike is. All they have to do is try and retake it for them. This was Madness's default, where 2 members try to push up B while the rest of the 3 push up on the SA side. Unfortunately for them, they were not expecting the big Sheriff buys Eco with the shots connecting as well. No Mistral. He falls for his life. Milwan
my.
will fall, and now it's gonna be a 2v2 for both of these teams.
Last
The red
player
HP
standing.
is
Oh!
gone,
Left.
but there we go. Reflex gets a shot through his cloud mode. 30 seconds
One
left. He will be able to
enemy
retake the spike, but Umine gets the shot in. That's a 4K frame. He might get the ace, but Reflex, it's a 1 versus 1 against the 2 top fraggers of both of these teams. Reflex will get that plant going. He does not have a tailwind to work with. He's got only 1 updraft, while Umine still has both of his
Spike
leers
planted.
to work with. He knows it's not the B side. That spike is ticking, and now the 1v1 has started. It's going to be up to Umine to try and spot where Reflex will be holding, because it's all on him. Reflex, all he has to do is wait for the angle or wait for that spike to tick. He's going to be waiting at the right angle with the timing. He leaves it at the right. So Umine will be able to pass through, and Reflex will now just be waiting for the defuse.
Yeah, for the defuse. He has it already, waiting for screens. Oh no, this might be the right timing though. Okay, they have half onto one. Umine was able to see it, but Reflex was still able to get the win in the end. Now they're following it with a 4 consecutive round win. And that is just great for Madness. They're following this up though again. They're getting all these wins.
That was a very scary round for Madness Esports. They had that buy round. They were supposed to win it. They still do, but on a very expensive buy. It was very unfortunate that Milwan did fall for her death there, trying to get down to the ramp side of the spike to try and hold it off, though. Because of that, Reflex does get an easier job to try and get the spike down, especially in a 1v1 situation. It's always the person who was able to put down the spike
Deploying
is
drone.
with the advantage. So let's see if Madness will try to opt for this advantage. They know that it's going to be the buy round for good old S2 Esports. Let's see if the rush works out for them. Reflex spots Mikasa and sprays him down through the box. That opens up the B side. The spike's still in no man's land, so they're still just looking for picks here.
Yeah, going for the picks. Was able to see it though. Madness always try to get themselves an advantage. And now, with another 4v5. This is not a really great position for S2. They're trying to get all the plays right now. Madness was able... Oh, what Mistral has been pushed back. Milwan was able to see him though. Got some damage onto him. He's being pushed back, but still not getting anything out of it though. Push comes in from Fade. He might be seen through the Silva. Cox was able to see him. That is the right timing for Madness. Now that's the last member. BP5 already, but the timing's just right. Sappy Gets a headshot. Oh no, this is not looking good for S2 Esports.
Yep, if they lose this, they're back on the full loss bonus. Either they eco or half by all their ways through. This was about to
enemy
spot
remaining.
Milovan, the man who's always been on the lurk. He will finally fall. It's now all down to Psycho on a 1 versus 5 situation. He's got utilities to work with, but he needs 5 heads to take out. So he might just opt for a save here, especially since every utility is on the works for Madness Esports here. This looks like it's going to be the flawless round for them unless Sakura gets a lot of damage in here. He will be trying to spot where Mistral was trying to lurk through, but look at Mistral. He's all the way on the B side. This man is on the hunt. He's expecting that the save is on the go here, but he's not expecting where Sakura is going to be holding.
Yeah, this is most likely going to be the save, and this is just really unfortunate for them, for the side of S2 Esports. They lost 5 consecutive rounds already. I think they're doing actually the same here. Oh no, Recon Bolt almost gonna see Saikoro, not gonna be getting it. I mean, 6 consecutive rounds was taken a while ago by S2 Esports, but it's close. It's super close for Madness to go with the same record that S2 did a while ago to them on the first half. But now it's gonna take quite longer than I thought it would be. Madness Esports is just making it hard for S2. S2 now, I think they're gonna be on an eco, so this is gonna be another half round for them.
Yep, Madness is on a bit of a shaky confidence, but still, as you said, it's 6 round streak. They started this first half at 10-2, and now they're at 10-7. They are closing up the gap that S2 Esports has created on their attacking side. Let's see if they can try and recuperate, because Saikoro is about to spot the 2 members rotating back into his A side. He will not get the shot. He will be able to get back away, but Fade and Human is there to try and make some action in, but Corky shuts them down, and Sappy will get the resurrection on Reflex. Reflex will stay alive, and looks like it's going to be a push on this A side, unless it's going to be the bait and switch once more, but Milwan's the man who will be holding down this guard. Hawkcock scrunches down, avoids the sheriff shot, and that's going to be the B push instead for Madness. Saikoro and Mikasa left on a 2 versus 5, although Saikoro does have the rifle. Let's see if he can make some action work out here.
Oh no, it's a 2v5 with no guns on their side, so
Tour de force.
it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, they have the tour de force though, but still, it's gonna be quite hard for them. Mikasa has the tour de force. If ever he sees Sappy here, it might be a good advantage for them. They're really waiting here. They don't have any info on where most of the people are. They have the timing, tour de force. Get the kill, but the timing, Saikoro, no! Falls again, and this might be it. Mikasa was left alone. He's being slowed down by everyone, but he was able to get 1 kill at least, and now might be able to get 1 more, but Reflex was able to cancel him.
And that will be the round again for Madness Esports. Only losing 1 person, that's exactly what you want to happen. They've got a full bank to where they can survive the rest of the remaining 4 rounds here with the bank that they've built up. So S2 Esports, they did equal the last round, so now they will be able to buy up this next round. But remember, the ultimates are prepared for S2 Esports. They got a Viper's Pit to try and hold down the whole A side. That's what Milowan will be working out to do. But let's see if Madness can try and take out Milowan out of her pit, or will they just hold down this A side, and it's going to be a big B hold for S2 Esports.
Yeah, good hold for them. Slows and Viper's Pit on this side. So Milovan is on guard duty onto A side. Really looking forward to what's gonna happen here, but not sure it's gonna be as I'm expecting though, because the Viper's Pit is just making it super hard for them to push. Remember, because he didn't put it onto the top of a nest, it might be passed through by Reflex. Like what he's doing right now, Yumai has 0 ideas on where they are. So this might be a problem for Reflex. Oh no, Yumai might be seen, and the 1 HP. Almost getting the kill. Corey going for the push, and Milwan was able to get the kill anyway. And yeah, that was just, it's gonna be hard for them to push this A side.
Yeah, unfortunate for Madness. They're trying to push the issue to try and take up Milowan. We're expecting a lot of resistance on this B side, but unfortunately, Corgi was staying inside to the Viper's Pit way too long, decaying his HP down to 1. Milowan gets an easy frag onto him, and now with that, they are pincering the situation. They've got Mikasa already holding down from the garage side of the B side, so they will know if the rotations will be coming in, so they have to expect them on this A side. Milowan getting another easy frag, make that 2 easy frags for her. So it should be an easy kills for them, because remember, that's the Toxic, that's the Viper's Pit for you. That's what happens to try to push up the Viper. And Fate will be able to clean them up. That's going to be the round for S2 Esports.
They tried to push the Viper. That was the reason why they lost there on the side of Madness. I mean, it was great. It was great. They tried to find Milowan and also Yumai onto there. They were able to get Yumai though, which is great. But the Milowan was just hard to deal with, especially that he's just hiding through and from the Viper's Pit. They got actually predicted there by Miller time and time again, was able to get the 1v1s every time, and that's why he was able to get the win here for his team.
Yep, and that's going to be the first round of S2 Esports in the second half. They have broken the momentum from Madness Esports, but will Madness get to recuperating in? Because it looks like Reflex and Hawkcox will be pushing up really quick here. They spot Fade, and they know Miliwan is somewhere around across the board. Two of the Snake Bites have already been used, and the smoke as well. They know Viper is out of utility here. And with that, smokes finally dissipate the gas. You know that the new update for Viper, if she has both Toxic Smoke and Toxic Screen on, 50% of the gas will fall very easily and fast there. Corgi's trying to spray through, but Miliwan is the man who sprays back, takes out the head of Corgi. Unfortunately for them, they are on a man disadvantage.
Yeah. Try for a while. Really slowing it down here for Madness. Because they were not respecting Miliwan because he's again on yellow. They know that he's here because there's a lot of his toxic screens and also some smokes coming into their side. Not expecting the push here. I think Miliwan is just not getting any info. And I think he's going to be seeing Reflex, but he's really not committing here for this side. He's getting off the hook just because he's not getting info. Beacon Bolt comes in. Now he's here. Gonna be seen, but Miliwan was able to still get the shot onto Reflex, making a 3v5. The push happened.
30 seconds
and another
left.
person is onto yellow. It's just that this position on Icebox is so good right now, and Miliwan is just playing around it, but Hawkcox was able to answer, and that's it. This might be the plan. Viper Spit came in.
With the Viper Spit, that should secure the round for Madness, but oh no, Hunter's Fury comes in and the spots Missile will fall! Viper Spit will fall, and now it's all down to Sappy trying to get the lurk guard, but he falls to Mikas, and Fade shuts down Hawkcox as well. A clean round for S2 Esports thanks to Miliwan's positioning as well as Fade's backup as well. Reflex was there to try and push up that yellow. Miliwan gets scanned down by the recon bolt, but however, Fade was there from the snowman pile. Reflex was distracted by Fade. That is why Miliwan was able to get the frag onto Reflex despite being spotted by the recon bolt. That just secured the round for S2 Esports. They are now on match point. The confidence are wavering for Madness Esports. They have the bank to work with, but they need these rounds.
Want to go on to mid, try to something different though. For the side of Madness Esports, they want to get a push up. But what's hard here, they still have another Sentinel onto A side, especially with the rendezvous. It's hard to deal with. If Mikasa could just get the info and run away after, and that could just end up in the call for the side right here. Reflex to be able to see one. Not enough the timing. Not really right though, but now he was able to see it. They had the rendezvous to work with. Now the slow came in, but they don't know that Yuma is still in the same position. That's a really good bait. Now Mikasa gets the headshot, and wow, what a call from the members right here from S2.
Yeah, S2 have already finally adapted to Madness's strats, and they are taking them down one by one. Reflex, the top shot on the board for Madness Esports, has fallen, so this should be a big confidence bringer for the side of S2 Esports. And look at that, because I take out Korg as well. That's both of their duelists down. Empress and Bladestorm off of the hook. Hawkcox does finally take out Mikasa. Snappy still alive here on the main side. Will finally take out Psycho. Psycho is not expecting him. Umine gets one frag out the Hawkcox, but no more Empress for him, so he will be able to dismiss away with no heal whatsoever. Sappy still alive here on the side. Runs out of bullets. Mitchell is there to take out Fate from the other side, but Sappy's not done. Looking for more. Gets the headshot of Miliwan as well. Miliwan and both of these Vipers on low HP, but Miliwan is the one who gets the shot in. 8-13 again will be the final score of our matchup here, and that is game.
Wow, Madness made it look so close. Honestly, during that attacker's side, they were able to get 6 consecutive rounds, starting from the first one they're on, and that was why they were able to balloon their rounds onto 8 rounds. They got a second win, which is why I was expecting that they were about to lose after the second half came in, but they got the second win. I don't know where that came from, and they were able to get a 6 consecutive rounds, and that was enough to make the members of S2 shake, or at least keep them on the edge of their seats. And wow, that was a great play from Madness.
Yeah, that was a huge condition coming out from Madness Esports, especially on that second half. Unfortunately for them, maybe they ran out of strats from their strat books, and because of that, S2 Esports were finally able to shut them down one by one. They're able to adapt and to apply what they have learned from their last rounds, and with that, it's going to be the win for S2 Esports. They will advance to the semifinals. That is our second game of our quarterfinals. 2 to go. Sit tight. We'll be back after this break. Hello and welcome back to KJC eSports Updraft. My name is Gen and I'm here with, of course, the Dashing Dash. We are your shoutcasters for tonight's quarterfinals of Week 2, Season 1. Last year's KJC scrims, a little bit of an upgrade. For this year, of course, you can still look for scrims over at our Discord. Exclamation point Discord to find out more. And don't forget to check out our socials as well. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our very own website. Stay updated with the Valorant scene in SEA and maybe even more.
I mean, before we go and introduce our teams, this event is co-organized by Cyberport, also our official gaming chair Vertigear, and also we still have a giveaway, exclamation point giveaway onto the chat right there. This is going to be Coda Shop giving us a giveaway of $520 worth of VP, and also one who could win $100 worth of VP. And the last one, but not the least, from Singapore, I mean, for people residing in Singapore, you could win one Vertigear gaming chair. And that is it. We're going to be going for our game for today. It's Zircus Esports from Thailand versus Nongkrong Kilat from Indonesia. And this is going to be Ascent, as Gen said, which is something different from last week. I mean, last week was Haven Icebox, Haven Icebox. Now at least we have Ascent on the game.
So finally, a switch up of our maps in our quarterfinals. Always on the Haven Icebox.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll be
Yeah.
back on that trail next game. But for this one, we get something different on the Ascent. Little tour from Tour de Force's side. Let's see if the Chamber gets picked up here.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, this is where I think Chamber is probably one of. I mean, Chamber is probably one of the best Sentinels right now in the
Yep.
game. Just because on every map you can use him pretty well. And right now in Ascent, I think the only difference that they can go for here is a KO. Yeah, as I said, KO is really good here also. That's why on the side of Zerkus, they were able to pick that up already. I wish they try the newly reworked Yoru. People have been playing around with Yoru, especially in solo queues and even in rank. Most of them are having fun. But if they are going to go for it, they're going to be sacrificing the Jet, which is really not ideal.
Yep, Jet is look like it will be hovered over onto Nongkrong Kilat's side. But again, Zircus Esports, they've picked so fast in their agent picks. They know what they are doing. They've picked up the Astra Jet, KO, Killjoy, and Silva combo for Ascent. Of course, KO is a bit of a staple when it comes to Ascent because you always expect a Killjoy in play in map Ascent to try and haul down any of the sites. And KO is just the man to silence her out. But it's still a big information giver as well anyway.
Yeah, really, really great for KO, honestly. I mean, KO in the Silva, just getting to infos with this big of a map is really, really what you need. Because there's not a lot of places for you to actually hide on this map. So the Silva is really great
Select your
for
agent.
he's giving out the info with the Recon Bolt. And also, getting the easy info, especially through the walls. There's a lot of walls running around for Ascent. So that is actually so great also for this. That's why KO is always kind of actually a must pick right now on this map.
Yeah, right. We see it here. Both of these teams have picked up the KO. Cass and kind of. Both of these players
Right.
have picked up their KO, but let's see if the KO works out on the attacker's side because there is a Killjoy in our defenders, and that is Reply from Zircus Esports. So she's gonna have to be careful holding down close up where any of these daggers might spot her out. But meanwhile, on our attacker side, they are on more of a modern setup right now with the Chamber to be picked up. So Chamber is also very vulnerable to the KO. Without his rendezvous, without the trademarks turned on, it will make him very difficult. He will become a literal sitting duck with just his weapons to play with.
Honestly, the Rendezvous is a very, very great thing. I mean, it's kind of even faster than the Tailwind at this point because it's basically a teleport. That's why whenever he tries to pick one kill, that is enough. Get the info back away to safety. Usually that is the case for Chamber. And compared to Killjoy on site, it's way easier for you to hold on with the Chamber because when you just get one in mid, at least get the info, get the alarm bot, that is enough. You know that there's someone going for mid.
Yep, and the game has started. Round 1 of Zircus Esports versus Nongkrong Kilat. Zircus on the defender's side. He spots 3 of the members with that KO 0 point. Beautiful situation coming out from Cass there. Now they know there's 3 people in the middle side. The alarm bot is there to hold them off. Triggered, and now it's going to be a mid push for our attackers.
Okay, Kaz was able to get the C onto kind of, so that's going to be an
Kind of.
easy kill for them. 4v5. Now they're gonna be running away. Not a good place to be in, especially that they close the gates. They close the gates onto B. So yeah, just going on to Catwalk would be nice. Cubby has been pushed, and Cons was able to get one more. Wow, this is big wins for the side of Zerkus, and now they're getting more infos. Though Tailwind out of the way, and they are gonna be running away from this.
Oh, here comes the ring of balls. Red Nerp has to run away here. There we go. Grand World trying to slow him down as well. Kaz is there to follow up. Gets the frag in. Red Nerp is there to give some cover, and as well as Kaz. And now it's all down to Virtuoso. He finally follows the Cons. A flawless round for Zerkus Esports. It was a very explosive push coming up from Nonkron Killat. They tried to push up a lot of the utilities being used as well from Killjoy, but the hold was there for Zerkus Esports. They win the round 1-0, and they will be able to buy up in this next one. They do give just 2 ghosts for Reply and P-Rame as well.
Yeah, I was kind of... Honestly, I was kind of scared the way that they went for that on the side of Zerkus Esports, because with the way that they used their utilities, that was perfection. They even used it very well in order for them to get at least more damage onto Virtuoso. That's why he wasn't able to run away. And man, that was just so much for their side. And now the push is going to happen. Just need to get the info on the turret onto B. Not able to get there. They still have people on mid link, so the push happened. They take off the turret. And they're going to be getting the kills onto the Reply here. Now B-side might be the target.
Yeah, the big kill. Floop's getting the first frag as well as Fortune. This is their full eco round, but Fortune's making it work out. Nexus Headhunter finally grabs one is there, and Prame finally shuts them down. They're vulnerable for them, but he runs out of bullets. Will finally kill him. And now with his low HP on both these members, there's a Spectre and a Marshal to play with them. No upgrade so far for Nonkron Killat, although there is a ghost for it's still kind of an upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm running out of kind of puns. You may go on, Dash.
I mean, Nonkron Killat still can win this. Look at the positioning, though. This is what you see on this is what you see on spy missions, though. They went in, you got my back, I got your back, and that's gonna be the kill for Zerkus. And at least Nonkron Killat was able to make it hurt for Zerkus because they didn't buy all their guns there a while ago. Now with that, they got punished, and they're just gonna get with Spectres onto the next round. They're not gonna be forced, or rather, some of them will be forced to go for ghosts onto the next round just for them to get a good fight onto the 4th round.
Yeah, that was such a round coming out from Nonkron Killat. They just shut them down with just an eco round to boot. Although finally Prame was there to shut the push coming out thanks to Red Nerf's gravity well as well, making them vulnerable. Although he only had the ghost to play with, it was enough thanks to the vulnerable, because when you're vulnerable here in Valorant, you take extra damage from any of the shots from your opposing side.
Yeah, now they got it. Got the guns that they need. They were able to make it hurt for the side of Zerkus. Nonkron Killat are looking really good onto this 3rd round. Just need to get the infos with the 0 points. That's what I love about the 0 points, though. It's not a lot of commitment for the info that you get, which is really great. So now the pushes happen already. Bretner put the push onto A side, but because there's a trademark there, they know that someone is going for the flank, and now they're thinking about it. Would we go onto A side, or would we just push just for them to get the loss onto the A side? Joan was able to get the kill onto B, and now that opens up a lot of space for them at B side. Now Zero is already on the onto Market, was able to get the kill, and Cass was able to make it an equalizer. Pretty great stuff.
Yeah, so far, there's no one on this B side. It's Reply who's holding down the angle. Zero is finally here to try and push it up. He gets the Cloudburst in, so he will be able to sneak up into this side. He will be able to clear it up for his team, while the rest of the defenders are actually in the Market side. And Cons and Reply, they have pretty much secured the full side. They've pincered the members of Nonkron Killat, and Cons making it even harder. And Reply as well chiming in. They have shut down the push from Nonkron Killat. Zerkus Esports again with another round.
I thought that was just so fast. I thought that is going to be the round for Nonkron Killat, but because Zerkus was able to answer back with a lot of kills of their own, even though they lost, they were fighting on a 4v5 at first, they were able to make it work. What was that? That is good usage. As I said a while ago, they're super good at using their utilities. That is kind of hard for Nonkron Killat to go for pushes. And now, it's looking that way, even with a 4v5, as long as the right agents are there, they would be able to turn things around.
Yes, and right now it's again on an eco round for Fortune. Fortune, he's got the Headhunter, but he waited out too long, and he will finally fall to Reply. The 0 points there, That turns off the Killjoy turret, so now should be the time for the push, but a counter 0 point has been used up here. They've only got Sheriffs to work with right now. They're still looking for the frag, just looking for the picks to work out here. They know 2 members are on the B side, and they know there's one person pushing up from the middle, and that's Kaz. He might get kind of, there we go, finally gets the shot in. Now he looks away onto the top mid as well, expecting Floops, but Floops is the one with the Sheriff shot. Holding out a better angle and now reply on the others from Zergus eSports actually pushing up the B side, and now there's only one member left. That's Floops. Retner cleans him up. 4-0 clean round coming up from Zergus eSports.
The way that Reply started that round was really great. Was able to use the Swarm Grenade to stop him from backing away. And that was enough. Joan not able to back away just because of the Nano Swarm was enough for them to get a lot of advantage here. They were able to get the space on mid, and that's why Cass was able to get the kill onto mid lane. Wow, that was just good communication from the team coming forward. So during this next round, A side might be the target, try to do something different. B isn't working for like 4 rounds, so this might be the round.
Now, but they've got to be careful because the push has always been happening for Zergus eSports here at the A side. They've got cover from Retner, and then Cons gets a beautiful position here. He's got an operator to work with as well. Although on the attacker's side, we've got Nonkron Kilat. They do put Fortune. Of course, the Chamber, who's always been on alert position role every single time, usually around our team. So far looks like they're just waiting for the push to happen this time around for Zergus eSports. But Zergus eSports, they're playing it slow. They've changed the pace. They've conditioned Nonkron Kilat that they've always been pushing, but this time around, they've slowed it down. It looks like Cons will be the man who tried to spot for more. Aljon is pulling it out, so he will be finally backing up here. Wines, he's finally fallen out of Wine, so he will stay alive here with this operator.
Yeah. Zergus is just going on to full swing every time. They went even with the operator on their side, waiting for the push to happen onto A side, which is kind of scary.
Here.
Cons is waiting for that, and now the smokes are coming in. Now he knows what to do, and that's going to be the tailwind. 0 point wasn't able to hit him at the right time, and Cass was able to get one of themselves, and Zergus are just stopping them on their track. They can even push in, and because they lost the jet, they don't have any more ways to get in. Yes, they have the recon. Yes, they have the smokes, but at what cost? They lost everyone right there onto A lobbies.
30
So
seconds
far,
left.
a beautiful round coming out from Zergus
enemy
eSports. Here we go. This time the push is happening. This time they're pinching. Virtuo's left on a 1 versus 5. He's got the spike. He's got 2 shotguns working. Fully flashed down. He has to back away. He's got full angles to work with here. He's about to take out by the timing. Retner finally shuts him down. Flawless round for Zergus eSports. What a play coming out from them. They changed their pace, and they're changing it every single
got
time. They're
money.
adapting
Anyone need
to
something?
Nonkron Kilat's style, and Nonkron Kilat have still to try and find their ground. I wouldn't even be surprised if they try and offer
Should
a
I play
timeout
some
right now.
stars in this reality?
Yeah, I think Nonkron Kilat needs to keep their heads above
Right
water. 'Cause so far, they're just drowning against the members of the Zergus eSports. They can't even fight back with this. I was expecting that they could turn things around after that round, but now they have the tour de force, at least if ever. Try to go for a push here, especially with the shock dart on
You
Flame.
want to play?
They go
Let's
very
play.
aggressively, but now he knows that the call has happened. Joan is waiting. Oh no, he's losing a lot of HP just because of the commitment right there onto B side. Now, that is very... I wasn't expecting that though. And, oh, what Cons? He was expecting that. That was... Oh my, Nonkron lost their jet again. Now it's very hard for them to push, but Joan was able to answer back with 1, and mid is going to be the next target. Joan 1v1 with the sniper. He has the better sniper. No, you shouldn't peek this. This is really hard to go with though, especially with the operator. He's losing all of it. But now,
Last
when he
player
goes on their
standing.
side, the headshot again from Retner. He gets it and making it a 6-0.
And the timing is there, as you mentioned it, Dash. The communication is on point for Zergus eSports. They're baiting the mid push while they're putting up the short pretty much situation. Here we go. Here's the timeout. This is what Nonkron Kilat needs to do. They need to try and recuperate. They need to try and huddle up here and talk about what is happening. Zergus eSports, they've got so much control of this map. The next round here for Nonkron Kilat is going to be an awkward round for them. They don't have a full enough bank economy to work with to get the full rifle, full shields, and utility that you'd want. Other than Floops, although they do have a Cosmic Divide, they have some ultimates to work with, but again, Zergus eSports, they've got the counter ultimates as well. Kind of is going to be the big one for our attackers here because he is the KO. He is their big initiator. He's the man with the flashes and the 0 point, and that null command should be able to shut down the Killjoy bots that they've got on the B side. So that's going to be the big one for them to try and take the B side, but will they opt for it? Will they commit to it because they don't have the bank to work with? The timeout is there. They have to think what strat will they pull off because 6 rounds already on the board for Zergus eSports.
Yeah, they do have the Cosmic Divide on their side though, so if ever they go for the push here, it might be they just need to wait out Red Nerf, because if ever they pull out the Cosmic Divide first, it might be quite hard for them to go for the post-line situation because Red Nerf still has his own Cosmic Divide, and if you don't have the info, if ever they're going to go for the defuse, that is not really ideal for your side. I mean, Circus Esports, they are in a really great position right now, especially with the 4 orbitas on their hands. They have the info, Shock Darts came in, a lot of them have been damaged. And already one, oh no, Blooms is now super low in HP. This is just not what they want to happen here.
And the KO knife just spots all 3 of them as well. Spray downs coming in. They are unable to push up the side at all. Utility is there, and at the same time, Cons is already right behind him. Fortune is the man holding down this side from the back. If he takes just a little shorter, there it is. Cons finds it. Gets the shot. That's the trademarks down as well. Get out of my way. Bladestorm being used, but kind of falls for frame. The knives are trying to find anything that they can find. All 5 are still alive here. He has to tailwind and dash in. But look at the utility use from Circus Esports. They are unable to push up the mollies. The nanoswarm, the Aldrin as well being used.
Oh no. They can't even get out because if they try to get out, Cons is waiting for them there, right there with an operator. But Zero gets 1 shot. But that is the only one that he's going to get. Circus. Oh man, this is just so hard looking at this game. Man, I don't know what we're looking at right now because Zirkus is just on a 7-0, 7 consecutive rounds. And Non-Cronkilat can't even get just 1 against them.
Yes, we are currently watching Zirkus Esports with their own Zirkus Circus, and they are the headmasters of today's matchup right now. Non-Cronkilat unable to do anything against their strats right now. They are conditioning them. They have full control of the full round every single time. And now let's see if they can even do anything at all. Looks like Content Random is the default strat that they've used before. Let's see if Non-Cronkilat will be able to adapt to it this time. But what a 0 point from their KO.
Yeah, the shot in dark is only what they need. They need to guess on where Zirkus mostly are putting all their utilities before they try to go in. But it's still gonna be hard. They need to get off the hook, especially with the flash onto the side. Was able to get 1, and that's the space that they need. Non-Cronkilat was able to get it. They have the gravity well to work with, and this is gonna be the push. They're getting pulled out, and this might be the kill on their side. He was able to get the headshot onto there, but Cons was left alone on the side. This Cosmic Divide is proving to be hard to deal with, but they have reply, especially with the ultimate coming out on his side. Not enough info on where most of the members are. Joan is already on to CT, so if ever they try to push this, it's gonna be hard. They have the Killjoy also. They're gonna be pushed, or rather backed away. Oh no. Now he knows. Reply knows that someone is on their base, and that's gonna be the kill onto Virtual. So this is the last one Reply, and that was what I was waiting for Non-Cronkilat. That's a good win.
Yeah, that is the round that they want to have. That is the momentum breaker for them. We're looking at a deja vu from the last match of our 2 teams. Again, this might be the momentum breaker for Non-Cronkilat. This might be just what they needed to fight against Zirkus Esports. But again, let's take note that they had to use ultimates to try and shut down that push. They used up the Cosmic Divide and a beautiful split push onto this ace side. They were able to bait out Red Nerf's gravity well. That meant that Astra, with that new update, will be unable to get another one in the next 45 seconds.
I wasn't expecting that. They have it again with Cons. He got 1 round, but Cons making it hard again on the second. Go for the push. They have no vision, especially with the Nebula Smoke on the hands of Cons.
Right here.
For the push, they know that the catwalk is getting pushed, so he's gonna push this out. He has the tailwind. Remember, he was able to see it. Look at the timing. He was able to get 1 shot. Oh no, that's a good no scope coming in from Cons, and Red Nerf is going to get the kill onto Virtuoso, but at least he was able to answer back, and he's the last. He's left trapped by himself. Virtuoso gets it, and Cass is just gonna take him down again.
What a round from Zirkus Esports. Again, they come up with these strats. Again, they come up with these conditions. The Hunter's Fury pushing out Cass and Cons. Oh no, not Cass and Cons. Kind of and Zero from their attack. Zero opted to the updraft and the tailwind as well, but the no-scope was there for Cons. Cass didn't even know what was happening. Well, there was a guy behind me. I didn't know. But that's the power of the jet, but still. The operator shot was their beautiful play coming out of Zirkus Esports. The strats just working out to their favor. They have more to bring to us for their book.
Yeah, more things to work with. And every day go for the push. Go for it. They have Zerkus on hand. Joan is just there, waiting
Right
for the
here.
op to came in, but with the operator, it's just gonna be hard. Cons is just getting the vision for their side, but they're not getting any. B might be their target because everybody's just waiting there.
Oh, the timing as well for the top mid. Cass, oh, again, the timing. They peek into each other when they're not looking at each other. Look at this. Huh? There you go. Cass is peeking when Forge is not peeking. So with that information, Fortune will be able to clear up the middle. Wasn't able to spot anyone pushing up just yet, so they do opt in the rotations for this A side because Zerkus eSports were baited a bit because of they got the recon bolt and the 0 point. A lot of information out down to the B lobby side, but the time is ticking and they're starting to go back to their default rotations. Cass will be the man holding down this A side. He has no command just in case the push starts at fear.
Oh man, going for the push. They have the smokes already on their side. They were able to slow them down, but because it's slow and also the null command, it's not going to be easy for them to get the kill here. Cass is just taken down with just that first big ultimate onto their hands, but they're just taking them one by one. The push happened already on to 0, and they are shut down again by Zerkus.
Yeah, that was a beautiful 0 point coming out from Cass. Cass was able to suppress 4 members during that push. They were coming in dry. They had no abilities to use thanks to that 0 point coming out from Cass. Although despite kind of was able to pull out his null command. That way, they were still trying to fight off with a gunfight against these two teams. But still, not everyone was effective. 9-1 now is the score in favor of Zerkus Esports. These guys are on point.
Oh man, they're just every time. They're just on point right here. For the side right here of Zerkus Esports. Again, and Cons gets another first kill. Again and again. Non-Crunkilla just is being taken down by Cons, especially with his operator. Trying to peek again. Oh no! They're losing a lot of members because they're peeking the operator. I mean, they have nothing to lose anyway. Non-Crunkilla does have the shares on their hands. They tried it, but they still failed.
They're still backing up. There's nothing they could do right now. They're out of utilities. They do have Floops, but Floops is the man with the spike and the stars. He's getting distracted by the bot. Reply is holding a beautiful angle. Floops gets the headshot in. That destroys Reply's angle because that aim punch, the shock dart almost got him as well. Down to 2 HP for Floops. So it's still somewhat doable for them to line look for these skills. They've got Sheriffs to work with. They're trying to up for it. The spike, the Nebula smoke, giving him some cover. Cass gets 0 down, but Floops is there finally from the mid link to take him out. But Redner and Cons will be finally recuperating what they can. But Virtuoso, he's got the upgrade, he's got the Vandal, he's got the shot, the scans as well. It's him against Terrain, 270 HP, but Prame is out of bullets, and Virtuoso is out of bullets, and Prame will be the man with the advantage.
Last round in the half.
Okay, that looked quite scary right there again. I mean, I thought that was going to be an easy round for Zerkus, but they played for the food, and that's why they got bitten. And Non-Crunkilla just made it hurt, but doesn't really matter though, because they still have a lot of credits anyway. So Non-Crunkilla is just gonna take it, just gonna get some ultimates for themselves. Now they have Virtuoso with the Hunter Sphere and 0 also with the Blade Storm. So this is gonna be the next round. Half armors into 2. So maybe this could be good. Oh no!
Is it good, Dash? Is it though? Because I don't know. Oh, 0 does get the trade back with the Blade Storm. And Cons is down to 76 HP. The Olden has been picked up by Reply. The 0 points there, unable to scan anyone at all. Prame is alive with a lot of information here. Cronkalat does have a lot of push up in the middle. Reply takes out 0 off of the air, and now it's a 3 versus 4 situation. It's still looking good for our defenders. They have the man advantage. They scan kind of is stuck here. B scan, but the Aldo and the Nano Squad as well will be able to try and flush him out, and Reply will shut him down with a barrage of bullets. It's all down to Fortune and Floops now. They are the Sentinel and the Controller. They can still try and defend the map, but falls out the Blade Storm. Fortune does get a shot in, but Prim's there for the trade. 11-1 is our first half score.
Switching sides.
Oh man, 11-1. Oh my, this is just looking good. I mean, I don't know what to say. They're just off the charts. For the side of Zerkus, they're taking them all down. 11-1. And the last stand for Non-Crunkilla, they need to win this pistol round if they want to change things in their favor. Because if they lose the next one, they can be forced to buy half armors and specters onto the last round, which is not really ideal. So they need to try their best for this. And it's really unfortunate that they're at this position, but Zerkus is just playing it so well.
And look at the positioning. Non-Kron Collat, they're gambling on the A side where none of Zircus Esports are
Yeah.
holding. They're going for this B side push. It looks like it's going to be a fast one because Cons is the man on the Vanguard. He's got that Cloudburst and Tailwind to work with. He's going to be opting to go onto that bench to try and close the door. There it is. The door has been closed. It's all down to Virtuoso to try and hold down, slow them down for as long as he can. He gets spotted. He tries to go for the shot, but Cons, ooh, does fall to Virtuoso. Replies there to give him the trade, but there will be the spike planted. It's going to be a 4v4 situation in the pistol round.
Spike planted.
Post-plant situation.
First plant, Retner
Oh,
onto the
Retner.
mid. Might be able to get a good flank here. Is going to get some headshots off his own. Not getting in it. Not in. Oh, no. That was... my heart just
remaining.
actually dropped for a bit there for him. Zero is just going to get pulled down. That was a great win for Zerkis again. And as I said, that was supposed to be a crucial
Match
round
point.
for Namkran Kilat. And because they lost it, Zerkis is just going to wipe the floor with them here.
Yeah, Non-Kron Collat, they went for the gamble, and their gamble did not work out for them. They have fallen off. They doubled down on the A side, and they were unable to succeed for it because Zircus was on the B side instead. And with that, they're gonna have to opt for this forced up buy. Fortune even just opting for half buy with just the headhunters to play with. Now he will pick up a sheriff to work with as well. The Bucky's there, but again, they gambled on the A side. Zircus Esports is nowhere to be found.
Haven't seen much of a mistake from Zerkis. Whenever they try to go for it, the communication is just perfect. The utilities that they throw are just on point. And look at that. Even Retner was able to take them down from the flank. They know what they're going for. And wow, this is just a super well-rounded team. Zerkis Esports are looking for the competition. They want to win everything. They
One
take 2
enemy
kills.
remaining.
They take everything. The last one kind of is just gonna kind of die right there. And
Attackers
wow.
win.
Oh, I'm just in awe on how strong Zerkis Esports is. Everybody needs to be afraid of this team right now.
Yeah, they are our winners of this match of the quarterfinals. They are going to be advancing to the semifinals.
Wow.
Whoever is fighting them, it's time to watch some VODs, guys. These guys are hot on their trail. Time to ban Ascent from these guys. They are insane and on point so far from that side. Non-Kron Kilat just unable to recuperate, unable to get back on their ground because Zircus Esports, they were just in control every single time. Sometimes it looked like they were out of it, but again, they're back for it. Look at this. Cons with an econ rating of 212. This man had 6 first bloods with that
Yeah.
operator. It is insane how Zircus Esports were able to play that round.
Oh, that was just so great for Zerkis. I mean, everybody just needs to be afraid of their team right now. They're holding all the aces. They got a 13-1 onto the quarterfinals of our tournament. So later on for the semifinals, it's a best of 3. Yes, I mean, this is a best of 1, so we don't really know what is the difference if they play around for the next maps if ever Ascent gets banned. But now they're looking pretty scary because it's not close. Honestly, everyone, it's not that close. Zerkis Esports, especially with how they use their utilities, they're just enabling everybody, especially Cons, whenever he's given a chance to get this first kills, everybody's just gonna follow through with what he does.
Yep, Non-Kron Kilat unable to get back to their ground. And with that, Zircus Esports will be the winner of this third matchup of our night in the quarterfinals. Only one to go. Sit back, sit tight. We'll be back after this break.
Welcome back, everybody, to Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports. $100 winner takes all prize for every team that has been here on to the Updraft. And again, this is going to be our quarterfinals. Everybody's fighting for that prize, and this is going to be the last game for tonight. And this is between Reform Esports from the Philippines versus Various Extreme Reviews from Indonesia.
Yep, my name's Gen, and I'm here with Dash. Don't
Hey.
forget to check out our socials as well: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our very own website as well to stay updated with the Valorant scene in SEA and maybe even more. And while you're at it, we'd like to thank our official gaming chair sponsor. If you're going to sit down the whole day anyway, just as we have here in the quarterfinals, give it a shot. Might as well get yourself a comfy, high-density foam coffee ground fiber with smooth, soft glide casters, comfort, design, Vertigear, not to mention with upgradable RGB kits. Your chair can have that glow up that you've always wanted to have it too. We're also having a giveaway, exclamation point giveaway, everyone on chat. There are 3 giveaways. We are having 5 people gets a chance for $20 worth of Valorant points, and 1 lucky winner will get $100 worth of Valorant points. But that's not all. A big giveaway for all those in Singapore, the one and only Vertigear gaming chair. Special thanks to our co-organizer Cyberport as well. This event wouldn't have been made possible without them.
And yes, also, we're going for the map right now. We're going to Haven.
Hey,
Which on
we're
the
back.
attacker sides, we're going for Reviews, and the defenders on the side of B form. And yes, as again said, we're going back. It was the first map of the day, and it will be our last map for today. So this is going to be the same setup like what it was a while ago. Probably they're going to be going for something different. Maybe a breach, maybe a sky underside, just for them to get those flashes that could be very detrimental on this map, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies on this map. So the flashes are really valuable.
Yep, and so far we're seeing it here from Reform Esports. Gadora's on the breach and Eugene on that jet. So already a breach jet combo for Reform
Oh.
Esports. While on the other side of Various Extreme Reviews, they're hovering over a Neon. Maybe we could see a Neon. We have yet to spot the Neon, yet to be played here in our quarterfinals. That will be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited if ever they want to play Neon. I think the only map that Neon is actually viable is going to be on Fracture, but most of the maps, not quite. Not quite.
There
They're
it
going
goes.
for the Jet most of the time, and they already shifted onto whatever works for the team. I mean, having the Breach in Sky is okay. Sky as a counterpart for a Sova would be nice just on this map, though. But on other maps, Sova is always that needed, except for Split.
Choose
Now,
your
they're going for an
agent.
Omen. They know that Asha is not that strong anymore, especially on this map. Asha just works on some maps right now, but Omen and also the Brimstone are effective on most of them. And this is just because of the controller changes. But still, at least there's a variety that you can use for controllers now.
Yeah, it looks like a mirror matchup we're looking at here from our defenders and attackers. Just the difference of the counterparts of our initiators here. We have the Sova on the defender side and a Sky on the attacker side, which is something you'd want to have on your composition. On the attacker side, you want to have that extra flash to push up, bring yourself the information of the guiding light whenever it screams out. And of course, when Sova pulls out his own owl drone, a very slow helicopter to try and clear up the angles for you, this without even having to show your body to the enemy side.
Yeah, they had their way right now. They are going for more, and I really like the way that they're going for this on the side of the reviews that they had. They had the Sky, they had the Reacher. This is a bit of a change, and I like that they have 2 flashes on their side. So this is might be quite hard. So on the side right now, Reform Esports, what they want to do is try to defend on all sides, on all corners. Just let the B side be taken, because honestly, this is where most of the flashes are so effective. That's why you just leave all your utilities right there.
Yeah, we see it here. Altitude does opt for it. Does put the turret as well on the garage side. So it's going to be an A push, the usual Sova and Jet combo for Reform Esports on the defender side to see what they can find on the information. But meanwhile, in Review's side, looks like it's going to be a quick one on the B side.
Yeah, going for it. B side push. Yeah, they have a lot of flashes to work with. That's the reason why they're going for the B. And now they're just clearing up this side. They don't know if they actually get pushed onto B, but because Reviews went in, oh no, that was just so aggressive for Eugenes, and now he was punished.
Yeah, they were expecting that the push will be opting on this B side,
Here.
but instead, Reviews was slowed down by Altitude. Now the Swarms, and because of that, they changed their pace. And a bit of a misread coming out from V4 and Esports, and now because of that, they get man disadvantage It's now the attackers with 5 members. Remember, this is Haven, so your defenders are always stretched out so thin. And Review's has got the composition to work out to push up a side with so many of their flashes to work with.
Yeah, a lot of flashes.
Right
Still
there.
want to go for C. Really slow in the uptake. They're trying to get some info on where most of the members are. Hixer going for it. Bolt line came in. They have the smoke to work with. Paranoia to just stop them on their tracks. And going for the push, but the Paranoia is just making it slow for them. And Nasmi might not be able to get killed. They got 2, and that is going to be good for VG. Still possible
30 seconds
for them to
left.
get the win here. And because they had the Frenzy onto 1, here comes the Paranoia. Here comes the push in, not taking on the C on the Ghidorahs. And Ghidorahs
One
fell
enemy
down. The
remaining.
last one standing, but 1 HP on the Hixer. He has the mission. The Shock Dart is going to get the kill. Reform gets round 1.
The Shock Dart comes in and takes away them. That is a beautiful fault line coming out from Ghidorahs. Really slowed down the push and gave them the frags that they absolutely needed to try and take the push, to counter the push from Reviews on this C side. And with that, they secure the first round and they will be able to buy up the Spectres. And it looks like it's going to be a full eco round for Reviews. It looked like so much of a good start with them, especially with Eugene S falling very early into the round. But still, they were able to recuperate, they were able to adapt back, and they were able to take back their side. And now with just Spectres all across the board, this should be a very easy and clean round for Reform Esports.
Yeah, a lot of plays all around. Reviews. Again, another aggressive one for the side. Reform Esports are just so aggressive right now, especially that they have the Spectres anyway. D8 was able to spot them out, so everybody's going right now. They have the smoke to work with. With the way that they're positioned, Eugene S is in a pretty prime end position if ever they try to push the smoke.
And right now, they're trying to spam through it a little bit. Eugene S sees a bullet right spot right to his ear. There you go. Brunson comes in, and the spray down is there to take out Fred. But Worship is to give him some cover. D-Saint does fall, and now he's backing away. He does not want to deal with the right-click burst of the Classics. Only 2 members left, Hixer and Neo on Reviews' side. So now there's not much they can do left here. They do have the regrowth to try and pull up some HP left for their Hixer because he does get the upgrade on that Spectre. Still some damage that he can do. Ghidorahs is in a
One
beautiful
enemy
spot here to
remaining.
spot both of these members, and he takes them out.
Gets the kill, and now that's 2 rounds already for inside Reform. Reviews. Losing that round wasn't really ideal for them, but because right there was really good that they worked that out. It's now a 2-0. Now they're going for... Okay, this is the gun round that they're waiting for though. But what's hard about Haven is because there's a lot of corners. Spectres are still so good. Because if they try to push the side... I mean, C side is probably the only side that the Spectres aren't as good. But most of the sides... It's not that easy to even pierce through the Spectre because all of them have short range angles and where Spectres can still be used. So now Reviews must go for the C side push if they want to.
And it looks like will be their target. They do leave the spike plant, just the spike sitting over under the base. It will just be a bit of a technical pause here, guys. So just sit back, sit tight. We'll be back soon on their game to continue. But let's talk about so far the situation that Reform Esports have been able to do. They've been quick to adapt to try and take out and counter the push that Reviews has been doing. What can Reviews do to try and change their pace?
Okay, Reviews going for it. And yeah, they need to change some things up if they want to at least get the win here. But I mean, they have the guns anyway. So if ever they do the same thing. What I like about the Omen, honestly, is the Omen does have his own flash, so that just adds another layer of flash onto your side, and having teamed up them on the side of Reviews, they can flush out a lot of very cheeky angles on the side of Reform. Now they're losing one of their flashes for Reform, but at least they have some recon bolt to work with. I don't know if that's honestly a really good trade, but I really like the amount of flashes that they have for Reviews that they can use aggressively, especially on the attacker side.
Yeah, especially while they're on this first half of the attacker side. We're going to be seeing a lot of aggressive pushes coming out for them on the defenders as well, and the retakes. Not to mention, with so many of these flashes, you can utilize it all every single time. Just after one flash, you get a second flash from Breach, you get a third flash from Sky, you get a fourth flash from Sky, you get a fifth flash from the Omen. Why not? So much of these to flush them out of their corners. But let's see if Reform Esports can respond to this, because so far they are responding with Gadur's fault lines, with the nanostorms, with the Killjoy. They've been slowing down their pushes every single time from Reviews. So Reviews not only need to flush them out, but they also need to take the frags as well.
Yeah, for the frags. I mean, still are waiting for what's going to happen for teams right now. Before eSports, still on waiting for their teammates to come back and coming in for it. This might be the round after Worship has came back, so we're gonna be ready for what's going to happen on this next round. But this teams, remember everyone, just a trivia for both of these teams. They have played on the VCTs on their own countries, so you know how good most of these people are. They have some experience, so this is gonna be quite close than what happened during the last game.
Oh, that last game was a bit of a traumatic experience for all of us here, especially for everyone in this tournament. But remember, as you've mentioned, these two teams are VCT players, so they've got the tournament experience, and now they're making use of it here in our KJC Esports Updraft. Know more about the tournament in our Discord and our socials as well. !Discord for the Discord link. And just check out KJC Esports on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see us almost everywhere.
Yeah, honestly. Also, don't forget we have a giveaway. And I hope this round isn't as a giveaway as our giveaways, though. So I hope that Revenues would go for this win right now because they're expected to win this round. But because Worship hasn't died yet, so he's on 3-0, going for the push onto B. They know they have the advantage though onto B side pushes. So going for it, Gadores is onto the side already. He might go for the aftershock if he hears someone who goes for a plant. So there you go, the flash happened. They don't know if there's someone on the backside, so that's why they're playing it safe right now. They go to plant, they have the aftershocks to work with, but 10 has played it very well, was able to see it, able to get the kill, and 2 shots onto altitude, was able to get 3, and now there's a big advantage for them. That was not expected. Eugenaz is just running around decent, gonna go for the paranoia, but that is not gonna do anything, my brother, because you're gonna get taken down by Eugenaz, and Reform gets another round for themselves.
Unfortunately for them, their strat was to take over a link, but they were unable to take it back because Altitude was just there with the shots. Gadores also with the distraction. They had to put 10 on the lurk side, but with that, they secured that round. 3-0 now is the score in favor of Reform Esports. What a play coming out from them. They've held down their ground onto this B side. Review's just unable to push up the B at all every single time. What kind of strat will they be able to show us in the next push that they will opt for this B side?
Okay, going for the push there. Marshalls not getting any shots in, but Eugene S playing with fire gets the shot. Wall times come in, but not gonna be doing anything for them though. But, oh no, Rebius is just backs against the wall here. Reform Esports just playing it so well right now. They know how to defend their side. Now Eugene S is playing with fire. Tailwinds out of the way, gets him a 3v5 onto the sequel round.
Yeah, the easy frag so far should be the round for Reform Esports. They've got the gun bri, and they're only fighting against the pistols. But these pistols are so far working out. Niu gets a nice headshot onto Nasabi. Eugene S is now wary of the garage side. Gador is there to give him some cover, and at the same time, Worship is pushing up really closer in this middle side. Gets a beautiful front line by Gadors there. Suns, 2 members. Hickser was there to give him some cover from the window side, but he was stunned down. And with that, Gadors will take advantage of him as well. D-Saint left alone with 45 HP left. They know he's there. They heard the steps as well. Gadors is here. He's got the aftershock. He's got no more plans to work with, but Altitude is already from behind. D-Saint just got distracted.
Yeah, what a good communication from their side, especially Gadores with the fault line helping out mid right there a while ago. What I wasn't expecting that to happen, to be honest, but because they were able to do that, they saved their teammate and not losing any guns there onto an eco round. And all comes down to how comfortable they play around defense. Reform Esports are looking really great right now. I hope that on the other side, on the side of Rebius, they would be able to get their second win. And because right now they're getting taken down by Reform pretty easily.
Yep, Eugene Nass will be opting for this operator. Let's see if Reviews will expect this. The breach fault line is there to try to slow down any of the push. This gives Eugene S the angle that he wants. Descent is about to walk into it. There you go. Easy kill, easy frag. That is the breach jet combo that you always love to see here on this A side. And now it's going to be a big reset for Reviews.
Yeah, good reset. Good takedown. Go for it for now. But if they go for the push in the side of Reviews, Altitude must be going for pretty good goal here. Able to get the shot already though, yeah. On their side, not gonna be easy for them to push, but they still have the jet at least. Some small smokes to work with. But right now, Eugenus with the operator. They weren't able to see him though. The Hickser, if he tries to pick this, and then he needs to be careful. Here comes the flash, and Eugenus was forced back out of the way, and that is what's good about this flash-heavy team composition.
Yeah, they have the aftershock here at the corner as well, and the fault line just to make sure. But here comes the counter fault line as well. Eugene S gets stunned out. He has to just walk away here because the counter fault line was there. And now the flash comes in. The shot's not just there to connect. He has to back away because he has no tailwind to work with. Now they've got the side this time around for reviews. Now they just have to hold on to it.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, he's able to get it. Worship is being pummeled onto heaven. And now he's just getting taken down.
Spike
But
planted.
right now, they have some ultimates to work with, especially with the altitude right here going for the run. Away! Eugene S gets a good shot with the Blade Storm. And here comes the Killjoy. They have the ultimate, so they're going to be pushing them back. This is going to buy them a lot of time, but they're going to push right now. This is the right timing. They're going to be detaining a lot of the members here. Oh no, Hixer is one of them. 2 players are detained, and this is going to be the defuse right now for their side. And no, Hixer, that is just sad. And New was the last one. He's not going to be doing anything here. And what a great win again for Reform.
Yeah, that's a beautiful use of their ultimates. Although, despite Worship getting pummeled down and Godor is falling very early on the round, so that actually gives them some more space for any more of the retakes to happen next round, which will be this one right now. 5-0 is on the score. Reform Esports looking really good with their Reform team. And now Reviews, they need to work something out because they have yet to use any of their ultimates. But early on that last round, they lost D-Saint way too early. That's their controller. That was Omen falling off. And with that smokes falling away, they made it so hard to push up any of these sites.
Yeah.
Getting
Getting it. Reviews again losing right there with a 5-0. Hunter's Furies being used for them to get some info on where most of the members are. And now they have been called. They were able to get some working around mid doors, but yeah, just because of that, they called the information. Everybody's going for default, so that's why most of the members of Reform are also going for a slow push right here. Just going for the default themselves, not getting baited by Reviews.
Yeah, they spotted the operator on the C side, and now it's on the Garage side. They were not expecting that. Fred falls. That's Killjoy down. Turrets all the way off from the A side. No more lurking for them. Altitude getting Hixer as well. That was the Blade Storm to do some damage. It's all down to DC and you now with the hero buys to see if he can work something out with their shots. But so far, Reform Esports are looking so good. They're not giving anything to Reviews.
Yeah, Reviews is losing a lot
Oh,
here,
no.
though. The fault line came in, and now Godor is able to see it. And that is a good shot from 10. Was able to play around the dark cover, and was able to get the kill, but not enough, though. It's not enough for them to get the win. And it's just making it so
One
hard for them
enemy
to get the
remaining.
win here for the side of
Spike
D-Saint.
down
Lost the
mid.
Phantom, and now he's lost everything. Reviews just lost another round, and that was just unfortunate. Reform just taking another one.
Yeah, they got so much confidence right now. They are on the driver's seat for our first half here. 6-0 is the first half score. Reviews have the full loss bonus, so they can half buy all the way in. Even have a Bulldog for Descent here. They've got all the ultimates as well to work with. They got the lockdown, they've got the breach ult as well. Worship already used his Hunter's Fury, so this is the perfect time to use that lockdown as long as you know that Godor's has fallen, because Godor still has the aftershock that he could probably use to take out that lockdown.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
gonna
here we
be
go.
good for them. Here we go. Eugene S going to A side. Full time is able to make it work, and now they got the call. They know that A side is gonna get pushed right here. They have the guns to work with. Remember, they have 4 ultimates on their side. Here comes the pushes, and here comes the rolling thunder onto the side. Eugene S was able to run away, and at least they were able to get one altitude. Was able to trade out the
Revealing
Seekers, which is
area.
great for the side to perform. Now they're going for the push. Look at this. Worship was discovered. They have the flashes, and they don't have, remember, they don't have the spike on their hands. So it is
Deploying
taking a
drone.
long time. Reform is already in position. And Reviews, oh no, this is not ideal because there's a
You should
rolling
run.
thunder on the wait for Godor's.
Right
They
there.
have the ultimate on their side, so look at this.
Spike
Look at how
planted.
Godor's is going to play this. He has the aftershock, so he's going to take that down.
Yep, that's lockdown destroyed. Very easy. Reform is not done. Reform workship is there. The aftershock, the rolling thunder is prepared and ready. There he
Oh,
goes. Here we
no.
go. And Nasami with the paranoia as well blinds them out. 10 getting the first frag of the worship though from the backside. Nasami does open it up.
One
Godor's is
enemy
there, but
remaining.
10 is the man who was not affected and is the man who will clutch this round for Review. 64 HP left, 3k for him. The first round on the board.
Good clutch for Reviews. They force a lot of ultimates right there, but still, that was enough for them to get the win. That is a risk that they need to take to cap the momentum for the side of Reform. And Reform losing a Rolling Thunder, not cashing in the win, was really big on their side. But still, they have a lot of credits anyway, especially with Eugene S getting another operator on his side. So this is not going to be as easy as it is. So Reviews just making it work, and it's just going to slowly turn it down. Even if they didn't have the Seekers a while ago, they were able to get the win. But, I mean, they would still have the Seekers this round, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an awkward round for them because Worship was the man on the lurk, but they needed a Sova. They needed the recon bolt to enter up the side, make it clear up for them. Although they have a few skills to try and recuperate for it, instead, they still were unable to secure this round. And now Reviews with their first round and a half, the ultimate from the Omen as well being used up. Really already in the back of the side, they're not expecting him as well. Nasami altitude fall to him. Decent pulling out the classic, looking for more, but Ghidorah's finally shut him down. But now with that distraction, Fred will be able to clear up the side. He was already on the garage side. It's all down to Worship. He already falls. What a quick round for Reviews. 6-2 is on the score, still in favor of Reform Esports, but they are on the momentum for Reviews.
Yeah, what a great use of the from the shadows right there from Omen using the ultimate. Wasn't really expecting them to go and not get that because they were distracted by a lot of utilities. They were not expecting the ultimate to go onto the back side, and that's why they were punished by Reviews. They lost the operator during that round, and it was really crucial. Now, just slowly turning up. Reform Esports are losing a lot of their credits just because of those 2 consecutive losses. Reviews is now building back.
Yep, Eugene S left, still has the operator, but down to half of his shields. There's a lot of distractions as well on the A side. They've expecting, look at this push coming out. They've put Nasami, Nasvi already down on the C cubby. So that just secures the information. Eugene S is there to give him some cover just to get the distraction just so they wouldn't check it. So he will be holding down the C alongside. The smokes are still there. There's a garage. There's a turret holding the garage. So there's no cares in the world to try and check that out. And they're looking like they will be leaving this A side open for the retake. They are holding their ground on this B side where a lot of Reviews has actually making a lot of presence on. And now with this Trailblazer for them, they're looking for some information just in case that A is being pushed up because they have no lurk control for that since the Killjoy turrets are on the middle and on C side for Reviews.
Yeah, you don't have any info, but they know also that Nasmi is waiting for them here. Remember, they don't have a Sova on their composition, so they won't know if ever someone is here. Fault line, waiting for them. So Nasmi needs to be ready if ever the push is gonna happen. Here comes the push coming into this side, but Nasmi wasn't able to get it, and Hixer is now gonna get the kill. Now it's not gonna slow down just yet for Reform Esports because the Reviews is just on site, and this is just gonna be a pretty good post-plan situation for them.
Yeah, this is the perfect post-plan situation that you'd want to have. Just a few people on the side trying to slow down any of the pushes, but you even see D-Saint looking for the alert, trying to go around them. 10 getting the first frag off the altitude as well from the garage side, so that just puts Reform Esports down on such a disadvantage. I wouldn't even be surprised if they offer a save, but instead, they're pushing their luck, they're pushing into more of them, and Fred just shuts them down, and D-Saint from the lurk again. Eugene S will fall, and with that, they lose this round, and now they don't have the perfect bank that they'd want to have this next one for Reform Esports.
Yeah, they weren't expecting that loss, to be honest, in the push onto C side. Nasmi wasn't expecting the push to happen, and when they went in for the push, nobody was there to defend them, and it was easier there on for them. And yeah, that was just so great for the side of Reviews, getting all those wins, 3 consecutive rounds at this point. Reform Esports needs to answer back. So far, Reviews has been getting in the group. It took them a bit of time, but now they know how to fight against Reform.
Yeah, this time around, the door is already fault line down. Again, this is the default that Reviews has been doing, making so much presence in the B side that it's giving a lot of distraction, giving a lot of bait coming out from Reform side. They have to put some weight onto this middle side, on the B side, because that's where Reviews is trying to take.
Whenever they do that, Yen is still they're putting a lot of pressure, using all their utilities, trying to get them in for at least a distraction on the B to force some rotation. Then they try to go for another side, which is very smart for themselves. But Worship to get the kill onto Hixer. Now that just takes off the pressure that they have because the tailwind is down. We don't have any easy taking for the side. Nobody would front for this man, and Reviews just need to use their flashes just for them to force through onto the mid.
Yep, they were expecting Worship to be distracted by the Trailblazer for the Hixer to get a free kill, but instead Worship was not phased at all. Gets the frag instead. Here we go, Ghidorah's as well with his own, with just the Spectre to play with, not to mention. These guys are on a bit of a semi-half buy, if that's a thing. It's already semi, it's already half, you know, that's what you get. And here we go, the B push for them. 3 people left. He might even push up all the way into A link where 3 of the members of Reform Esports are actually holding. They've got Hunter's Fury to try and slow down this plant as well.
3 members, not really a good place to be in. A-Link is not here. Eugene! Waiting right there. Eugene was able to get a shot, but just ran in this side. And now with the 2v1, D-Saint is still very healthy right now, though. They tried to push. Yep, Altitude is going to shut them down. He just ran in. Eugene was able to get it.
What a round coming out from them. They had the man advantage, and they took full advantage of that fact. With only 3 members left for reviews, as long as one loses, they had to clear out so many angles to try and open that up. Reform Esports didn't even have to opt for any of their ultimates, and because of that, they will have everything ready for this last 2 rounds with only 1 point left for Gadors and Eugene S as well. Reviews has got a lot of ground to get back here.
Yeah. They need to make some ground for themselves right now. Because using the to get some info, that is just them taking some info, or rather taking some pressure for themselves. So no, they know that they have him here. And because of that tailwind, they didn't have any info. He was pushed back out of the way. What a good way to play here for the side of reviews, using all of those utilities on their side just for them to flush out those perfect angles. Now with this, the Rolling Thunder is going to come in. They preempted that actually. Now A side will be their target.
Yeah, the way Reform play is playing is they're opting for this retake situation. Altitude has the lockdown, but remember, you have to be careful. The breach is still alive on the other side. They have an aftershock to take it down. They have to bring him out first. The Shokes is put it down. The lockdowns from both of the teams have been used. Altitude has the Nano Swarm as well to try and cover up the little corner from the A long side, but it looks like everyone will be backing up here, and they will be able to take out the lockdown as well. With that, they will have full control of the A side. They have the back reviews all the way down. 2 players detained as well, as you've mentioned. The push is up. The defuse is coming. They have nothing to stop this.
Okay, the whole time came in, they got 2 kills, and it's just running around, and they got it! They got them all! Reform Esports takes them down, and even getting the defuse on the spike.
The switch.
What a round coming up from Reform Esports. They gave away the A side. Have your Rolling Thunder. Use it all up. Anything you want. We have the retake power, and they were able to make use of it. They were able to take control of it. 8-3 now is on the scoreboard in favor of Reform Esports. They were looking so good at the first half of the round. Although Reviews were able to adapt for 3 rounds at most. Maybe this one more round that they can do, because the ultimates have been exhausted for Reviews. Reform Esports, they're sitting with the Bladestorm. They're sitting with the Rolling Thunder and From the Shadows.
Yeah, they had a lot of ultimates, and remember, Rolling Thunder is super easy to use, especially on retake situations. That's why they need to find a way to get the kill onto any one of them. And here comes the smokes, here comes the placing on their side. Bladestorm has been used, but no, the flash wasn't able to get in. Gadores. No, he needs to be careful here though, because if he dies, he doesn't have the Rolling Thunder anymore on their side. So the Saint could probably just be a distraction for the team here. They have the ultimate yet. Okay, oh no. Pixar falls down. That is not ideal for them. Now, Reviews doesn't have any way to go into side anymore, but they still want to go for A.
This time around, they were not expecting Worship to be sitting on that A heaven side. Worship was playing very patiently here, just like a Cypher would. But as the initiator, as himself, he still got the Aldron to work with. He's pushing up the Asian side. He's getting to spot so many of these members. All 3 of them almost gets the lineup, but 10 gets the flick in. And that will be an easy take on the A side and an easy plant as well. Remember, they've got Gadors with the Rolling Thunder. They still have some sort of retake capability to work with here.
Actually, that they have the ultimates though, they had the info, and now they're being pushed back out of the way, but he was hit by a fault line. He didn't know what to do, and now that is going to be the push happening to the side. Bladestorm not hitting anyone, and Gadores hasn't been able to get the kill, and that is them taking down 2v2. Still possible. Reviews with new and also no more info on their side. They were able to teleport back out of the way, and that's going to be the kill on the 2. Reform takes a 9-3 in the bag.
What a round for them. It was a beautiful crossplay coming out from the defense from Reviews, but they were not expecting. Remember, this is Omen. This is Nazmi. He's got the shrouded step. He's got the teleport. He will be able to pass that crossfire easily. And with that, they take advantage of it. 9-3 is the magic number.
Yeah. You know, it's a big curse, right? I mean, again, whenever teams go for 9G, it's easy to turn things around. So just one chance, if ever they get this pistol round, that's an easy turnaround for the side of Reviews. That's why Reform Esports just needs to find a way to win this pistol round if they don't want to get into this. I mean, this has been an ongoing trend right now that 9G is basically a curse. So need to get this pistol round.
Let's see if Reviews can take them back, because they are now on the defender side in Haven, and all they've got is a bunch of flashes to work with, and they're trying to make a use of here over on this A push, but instead it's looking like it'd be a C push for Reform Esports.
Going for C. This didn't have any info, and especially that they have to go. So this is going to be a free side, as you said. And Reform is just happy taking that. And without any vision, especially onto Gadoras, it's just going to be easy for them to go for the backside. He has been hit! And oh no, he's dead. That was not really what they want to go for. It's because he died already. Oh no. This is going to be a 4v5 on a pistol round. That is, they don't know that Gadoras is here. He's taking 3. A 3k on his hands. A full time to slow him down. And no, it's just going to get slowed down. But a headshot came in again. And the last one standing is super low in HP. And this is going to be a 1v1. But they still have the flash to work with. That's going to be the bait. And he is being hit by the turret. And Altitude takes it in the bag. And now 9 cheekers. It's not gonna happen.
A bit of a messy round coming out from both of these teams, but they still recuperate, especially since Altitude is the man who stays alive with a Killjoy turret to work with. Low HP was there for New. There was nothing he could do to try and shut it down. He only has pistols to play with, not to mention he has like 3-4 shots to try and take out that Killjoy turret. Enough time for Altitude to pop out and take you out, especially since he had the frenzy to work with as well. That is the first round of the second half towards Reform Esports. Looks like the curse was not activated for reviews.
Right here.
Yeah.
Deploying drone.
For it. Reform Esports happy for this, getting the Spectres on their hands. B side is going to be the push. Eugene S is just running his, bursting the W key without any stoppage. On their side, he's not capping though. He's pushing, really. And now he's going for it. This is going to be the push. 10 gets the headshot though. That was kind of scary. They're going for the push onto B. Everybody's coming from A-Link. And they just got mowed down by the members right there. Oh, that is going to be seen. Fred is now 1 HP with a shorty. He's just gonna get pushed down slowly but surely. 6 HP with a dream, and that dream has been taken down by the robots. And really love that.
Yeah, Gador is the Terminator of this second half so far here, especially getting that big garage control from the first round, and now the second round they just run and gunned it down. They are looking to close this first map and the only map of the best of one really quick.
Placing sentry.
And with that, it's going to be a technical pause here for our teams. And so look back, sit tight, and we'll be back soon with our game. 11-3 is the score right now in favor of Reform Esports. The guys who have been doing so much here and so many strats being taken. Reviews just unable to get their ground back. They were able to get 3 rounds straight on their first half, but that was all that they could get. Reform was able to adapt as soon as possible. So with that, it's going to be the round. And so far, the advantage for Reform Esports. They've got the guns, reviews, they've got the rifles this time. This is their buy round. This is the round that they want to take here, which is our 15th round if my math is not right. And now we go ahead and move on here to our round. Looks like the flash, again, aggressive flashes. This is all that Reviews is gunning for here in this ASAP to get some control, but because of that, Aljo, they have to back away here. And again, Eugene S with this tailwind and the dash, but this time around the Killjoy turret, the Nanoswarms is ready for him, so he has to exhaust the tailwind very early on. No, now they've actually got a plan B. Plan B, run straight into C. They know where Saint is holding, which is inside the dark cover, but do they notice it? D10 gets the spray down on 3 of them. Eugene S worshiping Gador is all down. It's all down to Altitude, left alone on a 1v5 situation. He's got the bulldog to play with. He's got the angle for Neo, but Neo gets the flick in, and it's a flawless round for Reviews. What a round for them. The gun round that they've just so wanted, but now they are back on the board with their first one on the second half. Now they just have to keep this momentum. Yes, they have to keep it going here. And with that, it's going to be the round for Reform, the round for Reviews. So it's their gun round. It was just a bonus round for Reform Esports, so it's not the round that they want to have, but looks like it's going to be a big strat here for this A defense coming out from Reviews. Looks like the fault line will be used with the combination of Hickster, where the rest of Reform Esports is actually holding. Ooh, the fault line comes in, tailwind in. Eugene S is stunned, but Hickster has stopped.
Yeah, honestly, this is going to be quite a different push that they're going for on the side of Reviews. So whenever they want to go for it, I'm
your feet
for them to get this, but now looking for it.
Enemy kill.
Yep, and there we go. First shot in. Eugene S is the first shot in. Worship as well. And Nazmi chiming in. Only one member left, which is Fred. Beautiful opening on our attack. Fred's not done. Does get one headshot in, but Altitude will finally shut him down. That's all he will get. Match point here for Reform Esports.
Yeah, last
Match
round
point.
for Reform Esports. This is really what they're expecting for. They're really pushing it. They're really gunning. Revenues are now backs against the wall. Even, I mean, a while ago it was Zeniku round, but still, Revenues going for this gun round. On to this last one. This is going to be their last chance. 8 rounds advantage for Reform Esports. This might be that super hard for them to turn things around, but still, they still could off the try because they don't have anything to lose anywhere here.
This is their only round that they have to win. I mean, every single round that they have to win. They cannot lose a single round. Rika Bolt's coming in from the C side. They might spot out Fred. Fred's already fault line down. He does not get spotted. He uses up this Nano Swarm. Here comes the dash in. He has to back away. He's been Nano Swarmed out himself, so that gets control for the C side. Nazmi and Eugene Ness getting the frags and the entries and the openings as well. Lockdown is being used on the defender side. Fred, that tries to slow down the push for them, but his spike has been planted. It's going to be a post-plant situation for these teams from the shadows for Nazmi to take out from the behind.
Get out of my way.
Got the lockdown, got the blade storm. Last 3 people, not gonna be good. Was able to get the kill, but almost getting it. But Hexer, it's gonna be a 1v3, but Eugene Nass
Attackers
shuts
win.
them down, getting a 13-4 win. I mean, that was so great even. This last 2 games that we had here again was super great. That was just us showing for Reform Esports, and a 13-4 is still a big statement onto this tournament.
Yep. We may have our contenders here to fight against Zirkus Esports. And man, we just watched last match. So we've got a game. We've got a tournament for our week 2 in our hands here.
Yeah, excited for whatever's going to come onto this week too. I mean, we got already our 4 teams that are going for the semifinals. It's gonna start tomorrow and on Thursday. So I mean, on Wednesday, sorry, it's Monday right now. I mean, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, gonna go for the semifinals, and we have Thursday for that grand finals. And before we go, everybody, because honestly, it was a long night, especially for our players right now. This event is co-organized by Cyberport. We still have our giveaway, exclamation point giveaway in the chat. We have 5 people. We're gonna get $20 worth of VP, and one was gonna get $100 worth of VP, and also a Vertigear gaming chair for people residing in Singapore. And again, that was it for our day. That was very long. Congratulations to the teams for getting on to the semifinals. We have been your casters for today. I'm Dash, and I was here with Gen. See you tomorrow for more Valorant action.